Yeah, this is vibes and stuff. Check it out.
We're diving in where the world collide. Culture's calling, it's a crazy ride. Music's pumping, food's on the plate. We're vibing here, let's celebrate. Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Uncle Freezy vibing all night and all day. Big pizza, always something to say. Our main man in the cut, he is soul finger. DSJ always showing up as a soulful singer. Ron, Bully and Corey always being so thorough. Don't forget from that ain't rap Triborough.
It's vibes and stuff. Vibes and stuff.
Vibes and stuff, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Talking about the way we feel. From the beats to the love we share. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Everything in between we care. It's not just talk, it's how we grow.
It's vibes and stuff.
Life's a rhythm, we all move.
Vibes and stuff.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Y'all know who I am. #1 Chief Rocker. Coming through, hanging out. Man, I did the show earlier. Did the Knicks at Night podcast. Man, I'm sitting here with a little bit of energy. So I was like, yo, let me put some of this energy into Echoes and Essence. Let's talk about some stuff. So if you're rocking with me just a little bit past midnight, Eastern Standard Time, man, I salute y'all, man, coming through, hanging out, man, the midnight vibes. If you are out on the West Coast somewhere, man, it's evening for you. Salute. Thank y'all for coming through, hanging out. If you from Europe, Asia, wherever you from, coming through, hanging out, man, thank y'all, man. I know it's mad early in the morning for y'all. Man, thank y'all, man, for coming through, hanging out with your boy. The excuse me, the Triborough Gigolo will be coming through here shortly, I believe. I think he said he'd try to come through and hang out with us. Just want to say shout out to all the homeboys, man. DSJ, Coach Mel Pika, Soulfinger, Triborough, IKBM Dre, Fritz Alcenda, Alawaz, man, everybody, man, Chuck Allen, everybody that kind of make this thing go and have contributed to it over the years. But I'm just sitting here chilling, just vibing out, man. Bought some albums last night. I bought one new album from an old artist, and I bought an old album from an old artist. So how about that?
Yo.
Hey, salute, boss?
What's goody?
And man, we got an echo coming through. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, bro.
Yeah. Sound some issues.
I don't know. It's just I don't know.
So good.
Man.
Yeah.
Miguel P in the building.
Salute.
Yeah.
Miguel.
Oh, let me do something, man. Hold on. Test. Oh man, this echo's still coming.
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get back on.
Okay. Miguel P in the building. Salute. Yo, hey, what's good, man? Sean, what's happening, man? What's good? So, man, I bought 2 albums last night, man. I bought Brand New Heavies I bought the brand new. It's an old album, came out in '92. The name of the album is Heavy Rhymes Experience. So I bought Heavy Rhymes Experience last night. And then I also yo, it's still an echo.
It's still echo.
Yeah.
Yo, let me get my headphones.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man, that'd be wild. Sometimes, man, we come through crystal clear, and then sometimes it's like an echo that kind of pause you when you know you be trying to whatever, and it just be like an echo or whatever. Hey, I want to say salute to my man DSJ. I want to play a joint by DSJ, one of my favorite joints, while we getting our stuff together, man. This is a joint called Hood Goddess by DSJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Shorty, let me holler at you. Girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood. From first eye contact, I knew I had to have that. Had a feeling you were something special. Didn't know if I could match that. You draw a crowd just to say hi. You make it happen, you stay fly. You big and everyone know. If I was a stock, you would raise mine. Even with a t-shirt and sweats on. Girl, you work it for me. Don't matter what they say about you. Baby, you're perfect to me. It's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood. That Dominican girl, East African queen, call you my cinnamon girl. Sweet like grandma Kaba, you were a #1 prospect. Even if you're raised in the projects, and you got the whole game on lock. Cops and robbers, they'll build an altar, you're so bomb. You shoot them down so calm. You don't be playing no games, but sexy in jerseys you throw on. I'm your soldier, I will march in line. You know it's your world. Let me hit you with that more in line. You go, girl, it's the way you walk, command attention. It's all about your vibe, your true intention. I call you Hood Goddess. You're misunderstood, cause you're from the hood.
They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, I would love to be the one that holds you, console you in times of grief, and listen when you're trying to speak. Your smile, it brightens up the darkest moods, and looking in your eyes is like gazing at the stars and moon. Just thinking about you, damn, I can hardly move. The depths of my feelings are hard to convey, like trying to catch fish at the edge of a bay, like I'm caught in an infinite wave, cause even when you do the simplest things,
Yo, that was Hood Goddess by our homeboy DSJ. He usually be on here rocking the spot with us every now and then, you know, when working around his work schedule. So, but that's a joint from him. But so I bought 2 albums, right? And before I bore y'all to death with the details, I'm gonna tell you why I bought these 2 albums. So the Brand New Heavies album is I bought it because it was like nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? Yo, why y'all be doing that to y'all mans, man? Y'all don't, man. So I didn't see the end of the game. I didn't see the end of the game, man. I was busy doing something else. So, but the reason why I bought the brand new Heavies album is because I was a little bit nostalgic, man. And I just wanted to hear like some good music. Yo, they ain't even score after the half. Yo, that's crazy. I'm gonna talk about Jalen Carter for a little bit too. But but so I bought the brand new Heavies album. Nah, not brand new Heavies. I bought the old one. I bought I bought the old one, the old one that had all the people on it. That had um main source and all them on it, just because I wanted to hear something a little different, right? Because I was listening to all the music, man, and nowadays, and it's like it's just a little bit. It's a little bit too. It's not. I'm too old to be lit 24/7. Basically, is what I'm saying. Like I'm at the age now where I need a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? I like to have fun, you know what I'm saying, like to get down or whatever. Right. Not 24/7. No. I just can't listen to like some of these cats, they about that life, right? I'm not about that life no more. Right. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying, have a good time, whether it's for a long time or a short time. And then when that's it, that be it. Right. And so I'll be trying to listen to music that be good music, like that go with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be trying. I don't be, you know, I like rap. I love rap. I love R&B. I love hip hop. I love reggae. You know what I'm saying? I love folk reggae, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh type reggae. You know what I'm saying? I love it all. Right. But you know, I be needing to mix it up. But the new Kwame album, though, is decent though. The new Kwame album is better than what I thought. And the reason why I bring it up is because there have been a lot of older artists coming out with new stuff. And quite frankly, some of it has been pretty good. Right? Like the LL album, I didn't really feel that one. I'm a little bit beyond the LL stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like the Pete Rock and Common album. You know what I'm saying? I like the there's a bunch of albums I like. The Slick Rick joint was all right. The Raekwon joint was all right. You know? I just got hit up. Hold on. That was DSJ. Yeah, Ghostface, you know what I'm saying? Ghostface joint. It was all right. Like I can dig some of it, man. I just can't, you know what I'm saying? And it's not an old thing. Yeah. And so it's not like I done got old in the old folk home. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that I think I enjoy music from a different era more than I enjoy music of today. And that's not breaking news. I think that's about everybody. I think everybody is like, when I say everybody, let me say, I think that's mostly everyone. I think that's mostly everyone that they listen to certain music in a certain era and that be their era. And they kind of like stick to it. Even when the artists from that era put out new stuff, you kind of gravitate to it. Like I think I'm gonna get that new Erykah Badu joint too, also. Right, whenever that, I think it's supposed to come out in September. Her and the Alchemist got to join something. It's supposed to come out like September something. So, Tron was good, boss. Salute.
Salute.
I'll just speak into my music tastes and things of that sort, and why I'm selecting the albums to buy, the ones that I've been, the ones that I've been getting. And the Kwame joint, to
You like
me, is better than I expected.
Oh wow! I
Yeah,
gotta check it out.
I thought it was gonna be kind of like whole bunch of R&B chicks singing, like one of the big boys, you know, like, oh, I thought it's gonna be that, but nah, he actually rapping, bro.
Rapping, okay.
Yeah, he actually rapping.
Wow.
He actually rapping on there. The album is not bad.
Right.
I think it's starting to grow on me, because you know I listen to an album and I take it, like when I get it, I'll listen to it. And then I'll put it away, and then I go back to it, and then I put it in. You know, you put it in shuffle on your phone, whatever, with everything, and then you be like, yeah, you know, the song number such and such be good.
Right. Yeah, I gotta check that.
So the Kwame album is
fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Brand New Heavies album, of course, is a classic. I knew it was a classic when I bought it.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, man.
Tory B said CD Lamb out here dropping passes. I thought that's what he normally do. I thought that's what he normally do.
He dropped like 3 tonight, I think.
Huh?
He dropped like 3 passes tonight.
Did he?
Yeah. When he dropped that last one, the commentator said this is like his third one tonight. So I don't know if he dropped it up, but I was watching half of the game.
Ah, man. That NFC East is gonna be tough, dog.
Yeah.
Dallas look like they can beat people, bro.
I still feel like they're gonna have their problems with, you know.
Hey, but they hey man, so I gotta ask you this. I gotta provoke you a little bit. Respectfully. It's only provocation for the conversation. It's not personal. Right. What did you think about Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott, bro?
That was stupid. I just feel like before the game, y'all didn't even snap one. You didn't snap the ball yet. How are you just spitting on the quarterback already? Like, I just think that was stupid. You know, he will get suspended for that. They're gonna suspend him. They're gonna probably fine him. You know, I was like, come on, bro. Like, the game just started. You're already spitting on players. At least wait till the end of the game to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then like the other player went down with an injury, so they have to call him off the field
at the same time. I saw it.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. Like, already? That's how we started the season?
That close.
It's crazy.
Bro, some things, man, you just can't stand for. I'm glad the ref threw him out the game.
Yeah.
Right? I'm glad the ref threw him out the game, whatever, man. But this kid that's why the Bears didn't draft him. Remember he came out 2 years ago?
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right,
it was like, who the Bears gonna take, him or Bryce Young? You remember Bryce Young?
Yeah.
Went to Carolina?
Yep.
He the reason why we traded that pick. We'd have kept that pick and drafted him. But he immature, bro.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, man, he immature, bro.
You know, the coach, I'm pretty sure the coach gave him a good talking to, you know?
Yeah, he deserved a talking to, bro.
Yeah.
He deserved a talking to. At some point, bro, at some point, man, when you're a man, bro, you got to grow up, bro. And I mean, grow all the way up, too. You can't just grow halfway up, right? Like, you got to grow all the way up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That right there. If he don't come out with an apology, like, yo, man, like, I'm sorry, I got kicked. If he say, I'm sorry, I got kicked out the game, I ain't want to hear it. But if he say something like, yo, man, my emotions got the best of me, man, and in the heat of the moment, man, I just lost my head, then I'll take that one. But if it's like some phony baloney thing he wrote down in a piece of crayon or something, man, I ain't. So that man got my eye, bro. What your Giants gonna do? Your Giants ain't scared after they saw tonight?
I mean, I have faith in my Giants. I don't know what's going to happen with them, but the defense is looking promising. The offense, I feel like, needs some work. But I mean, if they can play close games during the season and keep it to low scoring games and get a victory, that's all that matters.
Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know if my Bears going to do anything. I do feel for New Yorkers though that are trying to rebuild the Giants and the Jets on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They trying to. So I do feel for my New Yorkers out there, they got to kind of sit through the rebuilding, because rebuilding can take a long time sometimes, bro.
Right. But I don't think. I think for Dable and the general manager, they're on a short leash this year. So I think and they just sold like 10% of the team. So I think if they don't have a close to winning season, they're going to be gone.
So then y'all got to start all over from scratch again.
If we need, I don't really believe in Dable. I don't feel like he's the coach for us, but we'll see what happens. They do previous one.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front, bro. I think, man, it's gonna be a long year for New Yorkers, bro. I mean, the Nets gonna be trash, the Jets gonna be trash, the Giants. We'll see with the Giants. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see though.
The Yankees and they fighting for a playoff spot.
The Yankees.
Yeah.
I think the Yankees will get in there. I think I think the Yankees will find a way to get at be contenders.
Yankees and Mets, both of them going to the postseason.
Yeah, I'm a Mets fan, bro. I think we're gonna win it.
Oh yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Sean, talk about trash like Cardi. Her joint, the Jay-Z joint to me is fire.
I like it. This is one time I gotta go with the new school on this. I feel like she did her thing on that song. It's not gonna make me go out and stream her album. You know what I'm saying? But I like the fact that she paid homage to Jay on it.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I think she paying homage to that beat. I don't think she give a shit about Jay-Z, bro.
Her flow sounds different on the song too. Like she don't like her flow is on that record is not normally how she is on.
I know. I know. I listen, bro. I like the females, bro. I like the ladies, bro. Y'all know me. I'm partial to the ladies, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm partial to the ladies. So like when the ladies do something, bro, the only thing I'm not partial, like I can't. Me and women's basketball is boring, but I watch softball all day, bro. I legit watch a softball marathon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll no lie, man. If softball started at 12 o'clock, I'll be there till midnight watching softball, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But the WNBA, I'm trying to. There's just something about it, man. I just can't.
Yeah. I've seen a couple games.
So a lady at work told me something today, and I told her I was going to say it on the podcast. And she was like, so I don't care if you say it on the podcast. What's the name of the podcast? Because I want to be there. I was like, it's a little something.
Right.
She was like, how many people going to watch it? I don't know, about 100 people. That's all. Yeah, that's we trying to grow. We will get there eventually.
Right.
But Miguel P, y'all be killing me with the comments, bro. Y'all know my attention span is short like tattoo, and y'all just legit be out here.
Right.
But a lady at work said I talk funny, bro, and I didn't know how to take it.
You talk funny?
Yeah, she said I talk funny.
I don't think you do. Maybe she's just not used to you talking.
I think she used to me talking. She just didn't ever have like the the opportunity to tell me. You know how you hear something, you just like you gonna wait till the perfect opportunity. Like Uncle Freezy, I always thought you talk funny. Like talk funny, like what the fuck?
Wow.
What kind of shit?
Wow.
What kind of shit is that to say to somebody, bro? I
Right?
talk funny.
Um,
Chat, hey, chat, y'all think I talk funny?
wow.
She say, I think 'cause somebody told me I sound like New York and down south at the same time. I don't think I sound like New York and down south at the same time. I think my up top accent been gone.
Right.
Right? Like I think it's been gone. I think I'm just like sound like totally down south. Yeah. Randu in the building. Salute. Man, thank y'all for coming over, man, hanging out, man. So I said, I can't tell my coworker that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell her that, but
Wow.
yeah, man. Yo, the office setting do be wild though, man. Like it'd be wild, bro. I don't know if it's just where I work at or if it's like all around the world. But yo, like the women I work with, like some of the white girls, are the opposite of Karen. You know how you see Karens on like TikTok or whatever?
Yeah.
They the opposite of that, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, like they different.
Right.
Right? They different. Like they talk like sisters.
Right.
They be when you see them at work, they look like they Dominican, but they be they not Dominican though. They not the Dominican mommies. They legit white, but they just
Right.
I'm not saying that they trying to pass. I sorry, B. I feel you. I don't know if they trying to pass or not. It looked like it though.
Right.
Is that you think that's a thing?
Yeah, I think they're getting tans and getting their hair a certain way.
Nails, like do they nails done, bro?
The nails done in that
Like the baby hair thing. I didn't think the baby hair thing was a thing, bro.
Yeah, that's back.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know. So your thing with Cardi B and the imaginary player thing, you think that's just a straight homage to Jay?
Of course, because she's not going to use a beat like that if it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I know Cardi B grew up in that era. You know what I'm saying? She might have been, a little girl in '97 when that came out. And nobody has used that sample since Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay really, put that record by Renee and Angela on the map. You know what I'm saying? As far as hip hop, and that was a regular album cutting, and Cardi single-handedly put that in the top 40, and it's never been there ever until now.
What Renee and Angela sample is that?
That's the Imaginary Playmates.
No, I'm talking about the sample.
Yeah, that's the name of the joint.
That's the name of the sample?
Yeah, Imaginary Playmates. That's the Renee and Angela record.
No.
Yeah, that's the name of the song. And then Jay named his Imaginary Player. That was the Mace. Remember he just Mace on that song.
Let me see. I gotta hear the original now.
Yeah, he just Mace on that song. That's when him and Mace was going at it.
I want to see, man. Oh, Imaginary Playmates is the name.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's Imaginary Playmates.
Oh no, my bad. Yeah, man. So have you changed your stance on Glorilla yet?
No, I haven't. Better
I
than Guru? Hell no.
I had the conversation with my daughter,
Uh,
and basically, the ladies are saying that maybe the Triborough Gigolo is a hater.
oh my God, I'm not. I think Glorilla's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous woman. I like a couple of her songs, but better than Guru? Nah.
Come on, man. Guru ain't
No.
even a real rapper.
What you mean? He's not a real rapper?
No, he not a real rapper.
Man.
I'll
Like,
take Smooth B over him.
he was dope. I still like Guru more though. You know, I like
Oh, my
this.
bad, Sean. I ain't see you back there, man. My bad. What's good, boss?
Man, I can't believe you said that. Guru ain't a real rapper?
No, he not a real
Man,
rapper.
come on, man. Why? Because he's, he be rhyming on jazz beats, and you just think he just like he's just a smooth talker. Is that what it is?
No.
Okay, what is the critique about Guru's rapping ability, or
Lack thereof.
okay, give me an example.
One of my favorite raps by Guru is in a song called Ex Girl to the Next Girl. Right.
Okay.
I know everybody know that song. And in that song, he said something like, and something get hyper and you don't come around because my father don't like you.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, he is in that
Bruh.
Greg Nice category of rapping.
Bruh, you pick a song that's not even in the top 20s of Guru songs.
Bro, that
As
song is
example,
fire.
Bruh, it was not. Come on, bruh. Come on.
Yo,
This
you don't
better song.
like the beat? You don't like the song
No,
itself?
the song is dope, but it's not like it's not like Conspiracy or the other shit that he does over in Jasmine Taz One. Like he does, like Guru could rap way better than that Ex Girl to the Next Girl. It was just a song for it was storytelling.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that kills me, man. You trying to persuade me that the classic bitch was about for homage on the imaginary player, but Guru is not a good rapper.
The imaginary player thing is like, in my mind, it's like you could see it in a number of different ways with the imaginary player. Like if you
I can see it in a number of different ways. All right, shit. The way things are, it's been going all way a lot of different ways.
right.
I'm like, how can you be a boss and you out here? You know what? I mean, hey, I get it, man.
Just
like
say it.
this
Say
podcast.
Just say
Okay,
it.
fine. Okay, I'll say it. How can you be a boss and you be sleeping around from men to men, and yet your career is still on a standstill? How can you be a boss if you know that the only way that you're relevant is because of your drama? That's not boss shit.
That's
That does not.
But she's been known for that. Like, remember she's on Love and Hip Hop? She was a stripper and she's fighting all the time on that show.
Yeah, man. This is what I call this. This shit is not boss shit. Like when Jay was rhyming about talking to Mace, he was being a boss. He was rich before rap. He was he was lyrically better even before when Mace was in the scene.
Right.
He's better than him talentedly. He's better than him as a businessman. He's better than him as far as like his popularity. The only difference is that Mace wasn't a good opportunity with Diddy. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Around the time when Biggie died, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And he stepped in as like the main premier artist for Bad Boy.
Right.
That was about it. Jay,
but he also got jerked around by Puffy though.
The dude got jerked around, but look where he got. He got multi-platinums. He's still, he's still living off of that to this day.
Right.
So, I'm not gonna sit here and on the stage like, yeah, we could talk shit about Puff, I never liked Puff like that. You know what I mean? With his dancing and all. You know what I mean? Every time you had to see him, you had to see him dancing and whatsoever, and the weirdness and even the case. I'm not gonna lie and say that these rappers know that, like, okay, I might get jerked off, but I know that I can still able to make a profit out of this.
Right.
He's still here. You know what I mean? And look at what he's doing when it comes to this podcast.
Right.
You know what I mean? He become from frenemies, enemies, now friends with Cameron. Now, even though he become friends to now frenemies to Dame Dash, but that's a different story. But
That's that host, yeah.
They're making success. I don't understand why a lot of people just like be tripping off of that. Like, but Cardi B, of all people, she did not. Okay, I get it. You know what I mean? A lot of people say, like, hey, man, female rap has more competition. I can see, I agree with that, but you're using the wrong people to say that the female rap is has better competition now. Cardi B is the wrong person to put as far as female competition. Like, if I think about like Ciroc or Shay Noor or even like the drill rappers like Lolo Brooks and whatever. Okay, I can see that. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? There's better competition out there lyrically. You know what I mean? You have Amari Caesar. You know what I mean? As far as looks, apartment, and all that, I can see that.
Right.
The broad has no creative bone in her body. It shows. It is plastic as her body, and a lot of people eat her because they look at her as a spiritual animal. They look at her as this hood spirit animal that they represent for the ratchetness and all this festivities. And I just don't understand why. Like, how can you equate hoe shit with boss shit? Hoe shit is not boss shit. It's two different things. It's like
agreed. No, I'm with you.
But that's the mentality, unfortunately. Like, when you see these chicks now with OnlyFans pages, that is their mentality then.
The irony. These broads think that because they go into OnlyFans, they think they're bosses. That's the type of shit that kills me, man. That's not where I grew up seeing bosses. When I see bosses, I'm talking about guys who still have an integrity. A hustler is supposed to sell product. If you sold yourself, that's not a hustler. That's a cheat code in disaster. And that's why I don't have any praise when it comes to Cardi B, man. Outside of her untalented rapping ability, outside of her plastic body, outside of her ratchet persona. It's just that, like, me as a person who sees hustlers,
Now,
I don't know.
Respectfully, like, I hear your point, right? I hear your point respectfully, right? And so for 90% of that, I think I agree, and not just agree on the surface. I'm talking about like agree 10 toes down, right? 10% of that though makes me think, if you're only in show business to make money, then what she doing is smart and spot on, because she getting directly to the bag, right? Now, how we all get to the bag, we all get to the bag in different ways. Like, if she had just been living her regular life, she might be still pumping gas somewhere or something. I don't know what she was doing before, stripping, whatever.
No, she's not gonna be pumping glass, but she'll be pumping something else.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Like, because the thing is, we know that she is not a lyricist, right, to the level of Meg Thee Stallion or Glorilla, right? Now, we may not agree that Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla are generational lyricists, right?
Okay, I'm never gonna say that. I'm never gonna say that.
But when we now, I agree. But the thing is, the thing that we can't deny is those two women were rapping since they were little girls, before they blossomed into starlets, right? They was rapping since they were little girls, whether you like what they talk about, or like their cadence, or like their voice, or whatever it is that you like or dislike about them. The one thing you can't deny is that they've been doing this since they was like 11, 12 years old, battling boys, right? And then when you got others that step into the game, that's kind of fine, or go under the knife and get fine, right? And is eye candy for the camera, and they get to the bag and they talk about all the business moves they made when you know they was always the person adjacent to the bag until they got their own bag. You feel me? Like the person adjacent to the bag. I'll say this, and it's gonna sound mad disrespectful, right? Snoop Dogg was the dude adjacent to the bag, right? Because Dr. Dre, before NWA, was making music, right? Dr. Dre was, before the World Class Wrecking Crew, he produced JJ Fad album, right? And then moved into the World Class Wrecking Crew, right? And then NWA, and then on his solo, and then Elevation, like Elevation. And then along the way, Snoop was like adjacent. Now, is Snoop a better artist than Dre on the mic rapping? Of course, we know that. You know Dre no rapper, right? Dre aight, right? Dre is aight, right?
I mean, okay, I hear your criticism with Snoop, but I just want to say the thing about Glorilla though is the thing about, I mean, not Glorilla, but the thing about Cardi B is this: somehow she found her way to the top of the hip hop game, men or women. She at the top of the hip hop game. Somehow she found her way into the conversation, right? Like people that were out at the same time as her, like who came out around the same time as Cardi? Donald Glover, Chance the Rapper,
it was out
Kevin
before her.
Gates,
Yeah.
Schoolboy Q, a lot of people that came out when she was coming out, bro. They seem to have not continued to climb, and she continued to climb, bro.
All right, man. That okay. I there's a lot of context to that.
I'm not saying that I like it.
I know you don't like it, but I'm explaining the context of that. Chance the Rapper, his rapping style is like very niche. At first, people liked that shit during the time of his mixtape days, but later on, and also plus his subject matter, he freaking changed. You know what I mean? He freaking changed and ruined his plight. You know what I mean? Donald Glover, or you talk about Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
The dude, you know, he reinvented himself as this, I'll say, this multi-dimensional artist on like that similar lane with like Pharrell or some shit.
Yeah.
And you know, and because of that, if he wants to come back into rap, he probably, you know what I mean, people probably will not really either don't really care about it, unless of course, you know what I mean, you really are a big fan of his. Shoot, he's pretty much like in that similar vein, like, you know, like Frank Ocean or some shit. You know, like people love Frank Ocean around that time. Well, I don't. You know,
I think he's whack.
I don't. I'm not saying he's whack, but you know, I mean, I can't listen to R&B shit while having a lot of fruity in the booty.
I can't listen to this.
But regardless, though, he's on that lane where he's a multi-dimensional artist that a lot of people hype up, but he's not going to make as much of an impact now because now people just don't really care about it anymore. So now he's like, hey, I'll transcend it to an actor, and that's just all it is.
Right.
Cardi B got her support because I call it, hey, I'm just going to say, man, hey, hoes, you know what I mean? Just like the way how people try to say about gangsters to make the world go round, these hoes make the world go round because shit, I don't know whatever reason.
Ice Cube said it best. Ice Cube said, hoes got to eat too.
Shit, I disagree,
I don't
man.
know if you remember that from Boys in the Hood, but Ice Cube said that in Boys in the Hood. Oh, my bad. Hoes got to eat too. So, yeah, I
hey, man, that was a joke, but it was funny too at the time.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, shit. A lot of women has this. I call it an empathy feel with hoes of trying to win because they look at them as like women, even though they don't do the same thing as what you do. They don't have no pride. They don't really have no, they don't really feel scared of sacrifice anything in order to win. If you were in that position, I don't think you would sacrifice anything to win.
I do have an integrity thing, bro.
I know I'm not saying as far as women, like these women who will be just like shaking up and say, "Yeah, Cardi B, I hope you actually win." They're not gonna do that type of shit with Cardi B or what these other hoes are doing. But they actually have this empathy to say, like, I want them to win. It's not even about talent. Shit, when I listen to people in my hood, I listen to them because of talent. I judge them off of the music and about talent. Even my own homies. I know homies who are rappers. I listen. If I say that this shit is whack, I just tell them like this shit whack. I'm not gonna be pretending that like, oh, like man, this shit is good, man. I hope he's gonna win. Nah, I like this culture so much. I'll protect it from my best friend if he's whack. That's the type of guy I am.
Right.
These women now just look at the game like, hey, I want everyone to win. When you know damn well that most of the time, especially in the black community, we don't want everyone to win. Am I lying?
No.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, listen, you have Shade Room, you have all these gossiping platforms, you have social media. A lot of niggas out there will try to say, like, hey man, I want everyone to win, but you guys love to see the downfall, like on some like what way I can example, like some Coliseum type of shit, like on some Barbarian versus like some type of fighters type of shit. And that's what it is. You look at it as a place of entertainment. And if, even rich black people don't want to see other black people. Yeah. So when you actually look at this, they will sacrifice the culture just in order for a hoe to win. They say like, hey, I know the music ain't that good in retrospect, but right now, shit, I just want this hoe to win.
Yeah, some people just do music that just feel good for them in a moment. So I feel you. Now on the guru thing.
All right, let's go over here, man. This is
on the guru thing. You and Triborough, respectfully now, respect. I'm saying this as y'all know, y'all my people, right? So when this is only about this topic, right? But respectfully, y'all tripping, bro. Guru,
all right, man, tell me how I'm tripping, man, when it comes to Guru.
Guru had one great verse in his entire career.
Damn, that's crazy. Woo, that's crazy.
If I ask you to name Guru's best verse that doesn't have lemonade in it, y'all still hadn't told me the verse.
What are you talking about?
Lemonade?
Come on.
I'm still waiting. Tell me the verse.
The verse in Take It Personal, where he was like, I stopped coming around because of the way you act. Come on, man. Like, everybody could relate to that. He's talking about haters in his own neighborhood.
All I know is on this song, on this posse cut called I'm the Man, Guru lost to two other visitors on his own song.
Come on.
So we not gonna agree that J. Rue the Damager had a better verse on I'm the Man.
That's one song. Bro, that's one song.
No, I'm just saying. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just using that as an example.
Okay. I mean, yeah, J. Rue the Damager has a better verse than Guru.
What about Above the Clouds? Above the Clouds is one of Guru's better verses, in my opinion.
I know what you're doing. You're picking up the songs with the features that
I mean, okay, I get what you're trying to say. You're saying that, hey, man, Guru got outshined by guys like J. Rue the Damager and the Inspector Deck, and you're saying that, and Nice and Smooth,
and a bunch of
Those are-
yeah.
Okay, nice and smooth. No, I won't go that far.
Those
But-
are all
but-
people.
Why do we a wise a lot wise? Why do we always have to say every New York rapper is flawless?
But they're not.
Like we can't say a New York rapper has flaws in a lyrical game. We always hey, if he from New York, he the GOAT.
Memphis Bleak has flaws.
Whoa. I'm from California, and I'm a big New York fan, but I never said every New York
Exactly.
rapper is flawless.
Memphis
I'm
Bleak has
criticizing a
flaws.
New York rapper right now. We talking about that plastic ass trot named Cardi B.
Memphis
I,
Bleak has
I ain't gonna front. I like some California rappers over New York rappers. That's my opinion.
Hey,
And I know
respect.
people
Okay.
gonna argue me down, but I like
Yep.
rappers like Richie Rich.
Okay.
Right?
Richie Rich is dope. Richie Rich is dope.
Yeah,
I
like
rather
Richie.
listen.
I like what's my guy from the Alcoholics? The dude he always seemed like he had like the second verse.
Cass,
I think his name is like Ali or something. Is it something?
Ali. You mean
I
Cass? Not Cass?
that might be him. I don't know for sure, but that might be him. That might, but I like his flow because his flow, he sound like he could be an EPMD, but he sound like the West Coast Parrish Smith to me. I like
Okay.
him. Yeah,
Okay.
And
yeah. You know,
he's okay.
I like MC Ren. I like MC8.
He's dope.
MC Ram, C8, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I like Schoolboy Q.
He's
I
dope. too.
absolutely love Schoolboy Q. You know
I
what
like
mean?
I like Vince Staples. Very slept on. I damn near love Vince Staples.
Mhm.
Right?
I like Vince Staples too. Even though
Yeah.
he be acting too cynical sometimes.
He crazy, bro. He like, yo, you got to be, yo, he like, yo, a man ain't supposed to have no emotions, bro. I'm like, yo, calm down, bro.
Wow.
I mean, I get where you coming from, man. You know what I mean? I used to believe that too. You know what I mean? I used to believe that too. I mean,
Like, yo,
man,
man
even
got to
before
be
this-
perfect, bro. But I like him though.
Right.
I don't like Kendrick as much. Well,
Yeah,
because
man.
I
Man.
like him. I just don't see him in GOAT status like everybody else do. And it's not an East Coast, West Coast thing,
Mhm.
right? Because I loved Richie Rich since I first heard him.
Okay, do you love the Jacket? Mob Biggies, you know, Bay Area, you know.
Are you saying like or love?
Eater.
I need some time on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to say nothing crazy. I just want to think about that for a little bit. That's a good question. That's a good question. I think I'm with a lot wise on that. I think I like Schoolboy Q better than I like Kendrick, and it's not because
Okay.
I dislike Kendrick. It's just that I like one guy more than the other. That's all that is. I like TDE or what used to, or I don't even know if they still
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, Kendrick is he's doing his own thing, but he still is connected with TDE. You know, what I mean, they still doing features, so it ain't really that big of a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as Schoolboy Q, I get why you like him.
Yeah.
He's like the turn up, and I think he's probably, in my personal opinion, the most versatile member of Black Hippie, in my personal opinion.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like, even though I love Kendrick, I look at him as high regard.
Mhm.
But just because you're among the GOAT conversation, that don't mean you're versatile. Shit, I'm not even gonna say this. I'm a Nas fan too, and I'm always gonna forever be a Nas fan. But I never look at Nas as a versatile rapper.
Right.
I look at him as more like, man, like the dude is lyrically ill. He's giving you intelligence. He's giving you brilliance, and that's what you're gonna do. Like if I'm listening to like turn on music from Nas, I'll be like, I mean that's cool, but that's not why I want you. That's not why I listen to you for, Nas. Like this is
Right.
like just like icing of the cake. You know, shit. Ice Cube. Ice Cube is another one that's is among that
I
GOAT
like
conversation.
Cube too.
I never look at Ice Cube as like the most versatile rapper. Like to me, a versatile rapper that I look at that I really stand because everyone's always said like, oh, this rapper is versatile, that rapper is versatile, this lyricist is versatile. To me, the only rapper I see as the most versatile rapper I ever heard is Freddie Gibbs. Period. That's the only guy I look at him as versatile. Versatility, he could do it any song, any beat, and it's gonna sound fucking good every single freaking time. Every time. You know, like if I listen to Kendrick Lamar and trap shit, I'll be like, it's gonna be a mixed bag. It'd be like, okay, it's dope on few songs, but the other ones are trash.
Right.
Same thing with what are the guys I could say? J. Cole. Even with J. Cole, I honestly I never wanted to hear J. Cole to be on a trap beat.
Okay.
Like sometimes it's dope, but it's not like, oh, it meshed well for you. Like I get you trying to bring energy, but that's not what I want to hear from you. Like this whole versatility expectations from a rapper is hell overrated, in my personal opinion.
Well, what does a rapper have to do to be considered versatile in your opinion? Because I noticed you left out Razcast. And
Razcast, okay, Razcast, he's a nerd guy. I never look at Razcast as a versatile guy.
Okay.
Never. All the lyricists that I praise and I listen to, I never look at them as versatile. Outside Freddie Gibbs. And Freddie Gibbs is not even in my top 10.
I didn't think Freddie Gibbs was from the West Coast, though. I feel like Freddie Gibbs was from Indiana.
He's from the Midwest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chi-Town, Indiana.
Yeah, Chicago, and Chicago, Gary. It's the same area.
Yeah.
It's like saying Jersey City and Manhattan, basically. You know.
Or Los Angeles and Pasadena.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I listen to a rapper, a versatile rapper, he could do in any beat, any atmosphere. You know what I mean? He's doing like, he's doing like heavy Cadillac music,
right,
or trap music, or alternative music. It will still sound good because I like Freddie Gibbs' original sound. He's on that that dirty. I say that heavy box Chevy type of music. That was his lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
Outside the gangster shit, his lane was about, be that heavy box shit. You know what I mean? Something like what Big Crit does.
Right.
But, unlike what Big Crit does, even though it sounds dope too, Freddie could go to different lanes and he can still shine regardless. He also rhymed against what the best with them. And even though we might say like, hey, Black Dot probably have a better verse, Pusha T probably have a better verse, he still hold his own to where that I'm never gonna say like, oh man, Freddie Gibbs got squash on this. No, you're not. He hold his own.
And he's doing an album next with Kaytranada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a versatile rapper will go to any lane and he still would succeed. Shoot, the dude made gold with trash ass Young Thug. So we gonna be honest here, man. Like to me, a versatile rapper is not someone who just like, hey, I'm gonna go to this crossover hit and I'm versatile. Like no. You're just like transitioning to the lane of being a part of that mainstream lane. That's about it.
Right.
Sure. I mean, hey, Hov, I love Hov. I don't look, when it comes to this shit, the way he does in order for him to get pop appeal, I don't really count it as versatile because he knows what type of lane that he's going to, what type of sound that is gonna synergize when it comes of spreading to the masses, like Change Clothes, like the songs with Pharrell, like he knows what type of songs he could do, but just because you could do all that don't mean you're gonna be having a hit all the freaking time. Even
He
with the
needs a new
Timberland
sound
shit.
now. I think Jay needs a new sound now, though.
Yeah.
You know, because like if you look at the majority of like the producers that he worked with, like between '98 to like up until I would say like the American Gangster, like a lot of them are not active anymore. Like Swizz Beatz, when was the last time he did anything that was great? Or Timberland, or
Yeah,
Just Blaze? Like a lot of them fell off.
yeah, a lot of them fell off.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you believe Knife Wonder fell off?
no, he's the exception. But like they keep saying like, oh, Jay's coming out with a new album. He needs a new sound though. It's time.
I mean, I hear that, but just because like I get that you're trying to hit with the times, but right now in the current stage of hip hop, there hasn't been like a real this a new lane, a new region that's coming into direction. Like nowadays, people are now going back to regional music. So I like if I was Hov, instead of you trying to adapt like this Brooklyn drill shit, which I hope you don't do,
Right.
and instead of just going with
Well, we
like
don't
let
like
me stick,
Panda. We don't like Designer.
No,
man,
nope,
fuck no.
No, we don't like Designer,
I
bro.
was
We don't like
disgusted.
Timmy Turner.
nope.
Man, I was disgusted, man. I was disgusted. I never liked this. I lost my respect with New York when you guys copy off of that drill shit. Man.
He
I
represent
lost
Brooklyn,
respect.
bro.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn he's from Queens. I don't give a damn he's from Staten Island. I don't give a damn he's in freaking Harlem. I
Right.
lost all respect in New York when they copying around sounds just in order to get the city lit.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. I mean, like you guys have your own sound, and yeah, you want to copy off of shit that's from Chicago and
Yeah.
even the UK and even the UK sound. Like, come on, man.
Mhm.
Like, it come across as lazy. It's not. It doesn't come across as innovation or something special. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna copy and paste this, and because I'm from New York, and now these rap the radio wants to pick rappers because if it sounds like it's from the South or some shit, then that'll be me. That was the market at the time. It was like, hey,
Yeah, and
as
that was
long as I take
that
the
was a
South,
weird space, right? Because that was the Fetty Wap,
Mhm.
Bobby Shmurda,
Yep.
Ray Shermer, Migos,
Mhm.
Young Thugger, Rich Homie Quan, Ace Hood. That was kind of like a weird try. That wasn't a weird era to you. The
It was.
Game,
it was a weird era.
yeah, it was
Now
Yeah.
like
Ace Hood is dope. Ace Hood is dope.
yeah, I like
Game
Ace
is
Hood,
dope.
bro.
But as far as like the other shit that they trying to do, like every region at the time was trying to sound like they're from the South. Now it'll be different if you have a southern accent, but you from here. You know what I mean? I use like example like
Ooh, that was the Wale era too, y'all.
Yeah.
My bad. That was the Wale.
Mhm.
Not to cut you, but what's my guy? His mom used to work for a Supreme team. No, his mom didn't do that. His mom sold dope in Queens. Had the song No Hands.
You talking about Waka Flocka?
Yeah, Waka Flocka. Yeah, that was the Waka Flocka era. Mike Will made
Oh
it
my
era.
god, man, Waka
Yeah,
Flocka, man.
yeah.
I absolutely despise Waka Flocka around that time. I can't even do it, man. The 1017 Brick Squad movement, I was like, bruh, how you guys listen to garbage,
Yeah,
man?
man.
But Wale, he's dope, but he ruined his movement because he was concentrating on hits.
Yep.
He ruined that to himself. But
I honestly
yeah.
think that joint Diced Pineapples. Y'all remember Diced Pineapples?
That was dope.
You mean Rick Ross?
Yeah, but Wale was on that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's on it, but I mean, at the time though, that's also another thing. That was also when Rick Ross was popping.
Right.
That's when
And
Drake was popping. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not
listen,
gonna because that what was that? That was like from like 22 that was like 2009 to like 2014 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something
you
like
know my
that. Yeah.
Maybach music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, 2014 or I'll bump it up to like around 2016. You know what I mean? I'll bump it around. So you got about 6
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
6
Yeah.
years in the game. So
Yeah. Because I was working at the elementary school, man. Like this is when was this? This is like 08.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was working there before then, but like the class I had in like 08, they used to just walk in a room every day and be like, oh, because I had my beard grown out.
Right.
It's like, and I'm like, you know how you sort of enter this classroom, and they're like,
Yeah.
I know Uncle Freezy, but oh,
Yeah.
and if you can imagine a 12-year-old trying to, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
I never was the biggest fan of Rick Ross. I mean, I get his appeal, you know what I mean? You feel like a boss when you listen to his music, riding around the Toyota, feel like you're in the Maybach or some shit. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I was like, I'm not saying he's a whack rapper, but I'm never gonna say like, man, like I put him at that high regard. But I mean, I get it, you know what I mean? Everyone has their own.
I kind of have them in that area. In my mental ranking, and it don't really have no number, right? But in my mental ranking, I have them on that level with Fab and Lloyd Banks, right? And I know Rick Ross would feel like that's disrespectful because he wanted to be on that level with 50 and Jay and all them. But and when I heard him say he coming through in a drop top chicken box, I was like, bro, that ruined your career. All right, bro.
I actually put Lloyd Banks higher than Rick Ross. Like Rick Ross, Rick Ross is lowered. I'll say Fabulous, except he has more hits. Or I don't know. Actually, no. Fabulous, he got multi-platinum. He got multi-platinum albums, but it's just that he did not. He didn't capitalize after that short stint.
Yeah, he didn't capitalize. Nah. He was one. I thought he was on the way because how many songs he had with Lil Mo? 3? He had 3 songs with Lil Mo, right?
Yeah, about yeah.
Because I'm thinking 2. Because I know Superwoman is one.
Right. And
Superwoman might be the first one, right?
Yeah. Then you had the Forever joint.
Yeah, Forever, and then something let you go. I wanna be with you. Something feels. I can't leave you alone.
No, that was Mike Trolley was on that joint.
Nah, it was a chick on it. I thought she was on that too.
Nah, that was Mike Trolley.
No, I know. So it wasn't the 3 of them on there.
I don't remember Little Mo on that song.
I got it, because I know Superwoman for sure.
Yeah,
and Superwoman for sure. And dang, I forgot the other one just that fast. Forever. Yeah. Hey, did y'all see her on Drink Champs describing how she picked Fabulous to be on the joint?
Nah, I gotta see that.
You got because she said she could have got anybody to do the verse on there. And then she was going through, she was like, she was going to put, now think about it, for Superwoman, she was like, I could have got Jay-Z to do it. I could have got MOP to do it. She's like, naming all these people. And it was like, but this dude that's hot on the mixtape scene, you know what I'm saying? You get him, he the hottest thing on the street right now because of mixtapes. And so they had never met. And she was like, so she called him and was like, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be on the joint. Can you come be on the joint? You know what I'm saying? I got this. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm coming right over. Like, legit, she called him like, yo, my name is Lil Mo. I got this song. I think you'll be a good fit for the joint. And on that same telephone call, he like, yeah, I'll be over there in a few minutes. And she said he came through with a yellow bandana on and a chicken box. Like, this dude was still super hood. Like, this dude not a yellow bandana, but a yellow do-rag. Like, he came on with a yellow do-rag and a chicken box. And she thought he was gonna come through like with champagne, caviar, and all that, whatever the dude.
That was a throwback era. Fab was in his throwback mode at that point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so she on the track, she said she threw on the track and he heard it, and then she was like, you know how some artists need space, like they can't write up under another artist. So she said they let the music play and she went in the other room for like an hour. And then she came back in and she was like, hey, so you heard the beat, man. You know, what you think about the beat? You know, you ready to get started? He was like, I'm already finished.
Wow.
She was like, you already finished? And he was like, yeah, I put some ad-libs in the beginning.
Right.
And she was like, ad-libs in the beginning, and then the ad-libs he did in the beginning of the song, she kept those.
Right.
Like how Super Women start.
Yeah.
And then he come in with it. He did all of that in like an hour while she was in the other room giving him his space to write. And she came in, and when she came back in the room, everybody heard Fab part, and everybody was like, hey.
Yep, that's a hit record.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Soon as they heard his verse, bro.
Lyrically, he's good, but his lane was mixtape. Like when nobody talks about his albums. You don't have that classic album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he could have been so much more than just mixtape.
Can I be honest about Fab, bro? Without disrespect. Hey, Sean, don't be disrespected, man, when I say this about Fab, bro.
Hey, man, say wherever you want, man. I ain't the biggest fan of Fab like that.
I honestly think he a group rapper. Now, and that's no disrespect. I'm not saying that he can't do 3 dope verses. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is some dudes are dope, but they dope when they contained. Like when they get multiple, like in a group, you getting multiple ideas from mad different people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like how some of us feel about Jadakiss. Like Jada got some dope joints, right? I prefer Jada in the Lox.
In the Lox, I agree. No, I actually agree because Jada don't have a great solo career.
And I love Jada. Y'all know I love Jada, bro.
Yep. He's good within the Lox.
I loved it. But when you give Jada just one verse, if Jada got just one verse, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
Now Styles is the one out of the Lox that he can go solo and kill it because he's done it already. Sheik hasn't done it and Jada hasn't done it.
Yeah, Styles of all people, the grimiest of the 3.
Yep.
Right.
Had a better solo career than Jada, even though he be on that fly shit. And you know, Sheik. No, I mean, Sheik is cool, but no, I mean,
Sheik Luch, he is Sheik Luch is like Pusha T little brother. Like they only know 2 topics. They only know 2 topics, and they're gonna rap about them 2 topics till they die.
Exactly.
Right.
He wasn't versatile. He wasn't a versatile artist. Like he stayed in his hood lane.
I get it, but all Sheik Luch gonna talk about is cocaine prices and Dominican mommies, bro. That's it. He might every now and then he'll talk about jail, doing push-ups, something. Right. He might talk every now and then.
Right.
But Sheik Luch, nah, man, Sheik Luch ain't that. But I say that respectfully, because I love Sheik, right? But I ain't great at Sheik Luch can't talk to me about business like Jay-Z do.
There wasn't good businessmen either, though. Like the way that they handled the J Hood situation, they wasn't good businessmen either.
Yeah.
You know, like robbing 60 G from him, like that's crazy. You know, but yeah, but I definitely agree. Like Jadakiss contained in the group, he's great. Solo wise, he wasn't so great, and he's another one I felt like could have been so much bigger than he is. You know, as a solo artist.
But in my mind, I think Jada know that he's a group artist. Right? He be the main one talk about the locks gonna stick together forever. When you hear them do interviews, he the main one, like, nah, we together forever. You know what I'm saying? He the
Right.
main one,
Yeah.
right? So
Because he was the one that was in high demand for features, but when you wanted a feature rapper, you get Jadakiss or Fabolous.
yeah,
Or Remix or whatever, they were the ones that were in high demand.
yeah. I thought Lloyd Banks should have been bigger, but
Yeah.
now we find out after the fact that he is super skilled.
Yeah.
But maybe show business ain't for him.
That's
Because
true.
people was calling him lazy,
Mhm.
and I don't know if lazy really describe what he do with an ink pen, bro.
Right.
Like what that man do with an ink pen is special.
But 50 was the one that was calling both him and Yayo lazy because he felt like they only wanted to be out there when 50 dropped the album. Like any other time, they wasn't promoting their own projects.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of the reason why 50 got away from the music so that they can, you know, him and Yayo could go out there and be their own solo artists.
Hey, Charbaro, I'm gonna say this, bro, and it's gonna sound disrespectful to others, and I don't mean for it to be disrespectful to others.
Right.
But people with that drive to get somewhere, they ain't got no patience for people that don't have that drive to get somewhere. Like with you, like I legit be like in the living room folding clothes, and I look my phone and light up, and I look, and it's like Chopper Gigolo just went live on Instagram.
But I always,
this dude never stop, bro.
It's more than a drive though. Like I live this. Like this is my life. Like hip hop this has been a part of my life from day one. So like I don't look at it like it's a drive. It's like this is what I do because I love it so much.
Right.
Yeah, I can't get enough of it. But there's other people that they don't have that same focus and passion for it.
Nah, I feel you. And 50 probably saying the same thing about business. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is his life. This is his passion. Right. And you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's you know, one of them things, man, like everybody don't have that drive to be their best at any given moment. Like sometimes people need to decompress, or some people just put on that face for the public and they be somebody else behind the scenes or whatever. But like with the Charbaro Gigolo, I be looking like, dang, this dude, he be on with me, he be on with Reg, he be on Instagram, he be on with his own joint. Like, golly, bro, this dude, the internet gonna sue this dude, bro. The internet gonna form a union, bro. Get Charbaro, because Charbaro worked the internet to death, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that way too now.
It's the network. It's networking. Like being on. I don't understand. I told you about this. Like when people sit up there and say, "Oh, you're Hollywood because you're on all of these different platforms." You're supposed to be doing that. You're networking. You're promoting what you got going on. It's like, so if I wasn't on different platforms, why am I doing it?
Hey, I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So, you know, there's people out there that they don't like it, or you're Hollywood now. You're too good for, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know about the Hollywood.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I've been me from day one. I've never changed. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I love what I do. I love this culture and I love the community.
Right. That's one thing about Lloyd Banks, bro. With Lloyd, bro, when you hear him, you can hear the craftsmanship in his pen, like Scarface. Like you can hear the craftsmanship in the pen.
Right.
Like with Nas, you can hear the craftsmanship. I think the difference between Nas and AZ is that AZ is talented as a rapper,
Right.
right? I hear wisdom and witty rhymes and knowledge out of AZ, but out of Nas, I hear like a well-crafted thing
Right.
that have intention,
Mm,
right?
right.
Because like AZ will have lines like he said something. He said AZ said something along the lines of, and I can't remember exactly how it goes, but he said,
Mm,
we hit the streets as 5%ers, but something got in us that turned all of us to sinners.
mm,
And when I heard that, I'm like, yo, this dude is good with the pen, right?
yeah.
But he knowledgeable too. Like he's trying to tell you something,
Right.
but it's dope at the same time. But then when Nas says stuff like, I'll sneak a Uzi on the island in
Mm,
my army jacket lining,
right.
right? And when you hear sneak a Uzi on the island in my army jacket lining, he telling you a whole bunch of stuff at once,
I want-
right? He telling you like he already about the UWAP, so he already know, and
Mhm.
then he already know about the island, and
Mm-hmm.
the army jacket is like the uniform. Like I say a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah. That's what we were wearing. We were wearing the army jackets and the fatigue, like we still wearing it,
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
what I'm saying, man. That's what I mean. Like when it comes to like, I guess that's why people feel a certain way about Cardi B, because
Right.
we don't get no sense of none of that.
Right.
Cardi B be rhyming words to sell records,
Yeah.
right?
And she's not the type of artist that I would listen to, but I like the record. And I
Yeah,
feel like,
that one record. Yeah.
yeah, we gotta give her props for that record. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
she's not a lyricist. She's not gonna be everybody is an acquired taste. Like Kid Cudi is an acquired taste, but I know what he's gonna bring when I hear a Kid Cudi record. You know what I'm saying? And same with Cardi. And but for what she did for that record, I think it's dope, and I think she gotta get her salute for that. You know what I'm saying?
What if I told I'm gonna tell y'all something that's gonna sound mad OD, and
Mhm.
y'all gonna swear up and down I'm lying,
Right.
right? Hey, Sean, y'all ready for this, bro? I'm gonna say something, y'all. It's gonna be mad OD. Y'all gonna swear it up.
Mm.
I have never heard a Tyler the Creator verse ever.
Oh wow. Not an album.
No.
Tyler again, like Tyler's dope. I feel like even with him, he's an acquired taste. He's not for everybody. His hip hop is very alternative. He doesn't do boom bap hip hop. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do gangster rap or coke rap. So it's like when you listen to a Tyler album, it's very different. You're not getting a Conway or Benny. It's more. I would say it's more like alternative nerd rap. And
Right.
but I like his production. He's a dope artist. I like a lot of his earlier stuff, like the Bastard album is fire and Wolf.
Who was
And
the third dude that came out with him and Chance the Rapper? It's like him, Chance the Rapper, and a dude that played a lot of instruments. We thought they was gonna be like the next big three. They came out the same time as Lil Yachty and all them. Came out the same time as Kodak Black and
Charles
21
Hamilton.
Savage. Who?
Charles Hamilton.
No.
No.
For some reason, Anderson .Paak is coming to my head.
Anderson .Paak. Oh yeah. But he was like R&B and hip hop together.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dope too.
Yeah. My son was telling me that they might be the next big three. I'm talking about when they first came out. Chance the Rapper. Remember Chance the Rapper had the song with Busta Rhymes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chance. I like Chance. I gotta hear his new album Starline. Even with him, it's like he has an audience. He has his own lane.
Yeah.
But it's good. Acid Rap is dope. Like that was a dope mixtape he came out with in Coloring Book. Mhm.
You know, when we talk about Chicago rappers, we never say his name.
Yeah, his name doesn't come up.
Yeah, his name never come up as a great Chicago rapper.
Mhm.
Yo, where's Sahai the Prince from? Is he from Chicago?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I've heard very little from him.
He blackball, bro. You know he blackball, right?
Is that what it is?
He said that. He said him, Drake, Kanye, and a whole bunch of music execs was doing Travis Scott Astroworld album,
Right.
and they couldn't come up with nothing. And he said he sat there and was giving them ideas for Astroworld, rhymes, production, and everything. And they was like, yo, you keep doing this, bro. I'm gonna give you a dope feature on my album. And then after Astroworld came out, they gave Sahai their ass to kiss.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's his side of the story now.
Mhm.
And he was like, yo, he almost had to get a job after he helped create the stuff for Good Music and the stuff for Astroworld. And I think he said he did something for Drake also.
Mhm.
And then after that, they just stopped returning his calls. They just like dissed him.
Crazy. Yeah, because the only project I had heard from him was No Dope on Sunday, and that was like all produced by Kanye.
That was 2013.
Yeah, it was like around that time. But I haven't heard. I thought he had something else that came out this year, but I haven't heard anything new since.
Now he had something come out like 4 years ago.
4 years ago? Okay.
Yeah, it's like 4 years ago. I think he had a video. I don't know if he had an album, but I know I saw the video.
Right.
Oh, you know Q-Tip and AZ got a song together?
That's out now?
Right now.
I didn't hear it. No.
Guess who featured on there with them?
Who's on it?
Large Professor.
Oh wow.
It's been out about a month.
I gotta hear that thing. I didn't even know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Q-Tip and AZ, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I already heard the song twice, bro. I like it.
You like it?
I don't like it as much as I like Kwame Joint, but yeah. The video got Q-Tip rapping in front of like 1,000 microphones or whatever. It's kind of dope. It's kind of dope. AZ coming in out the dark, stepping up in the thing, and you're like, yo, look, they got a concept.
Let
me. I wanted to ask you this though. I wanted to ask you this. Yo, DSJ is in the building.
What up? Salute, bro.
DSJ, I couldn't afford the air horn, bro. I
Sean,
need to buy an air horn.
I've been Sean sleeping, man. I don't hear him at all. Sean, where you at, yo?
He got his mic muted.
Oh, he might be sleeping.
There he is. What's up, boss?
Yeah. What's going on, Uncle? What up, Sean? How you feeling, bro?
Feeling, what's up?
Yo, we played Hood Goddess at the beginning of the joint, bro. I thought you was coming through.
Man, they probably booed that jam song. Yeah,
they probably booed the DJ.
Oh man.
Get him off the stage.
Oh, all he do is spin records. That's all he do. Who you think you is? Jimmy Walker.
Oh no.
DJ Quick, Kid Capri. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
DJ Quick Tempered.
Yeah, DJ Quick Tempered for sure. What's good, man?
And I'm chilling. Just came back from another night of karaoke.
All right.
Singing other people's song.
How you do?
I did all right. I debuted No Sleep Till Brooklyn as a single as well.
Okay. All right.
The crowd liked it. But of course I paid them, so there's that.
Wow.
I told them there was $500 that I was gonna go ahead and slide to all of them. What they didn't know is I was gonna pay in increments. So they got $1 today,
Wow.
Yeah, and you on that mortgage, you're gonna give them $1 a month for like 500 years.
Yeah, but listen, 30 years, like here's about $10-$20. We'll catch up. We'll catch up.
We'll get you there, bro. I'll be finished before you die. I promise.
Yeah.
Yo,
Unless something happened to you outside, then hey, after that, all bets are off.
all bets are off. I want to do an exercise with you, bro. I gotta put you absolutely on the spot. I was gonna tell you on the phone, and then I thought that would not be any fun.
Okay.
So here's the exercise. I want you to tell us on national TV how you build a successful culture artist, whether it's rap or hip hop and reggae, whatever. How you build that artist from scratch. And tell me all the people involved in that person's success. And I mean everybody. I'm talking about road manager, everybody.
Okay, so
you think that'd be fun? You think that'd be fun?
Yeah.
So first you'll need somebody who actually hears the track. So that's an A&R, right?
All right. Okay.
Let's build the artist first. The artist got to have the aura. You know what I'm saying?
You the man. We following your lead. I'm gonna grab me a spreadsheet here, right? You the man. I'm gonna grab this spreadsheet, open up a spreadsheet, and I'm gonna put it up here in the order that you want it, and I'm gonna put it up here for the audience. I've been waiting for this moment for like a while. So and I finally
38 days.
Yep. Back to back. All right. So we're gonna title this thing Build a
Star.
Yeah, build a star. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna take this white off. I'm gonna turn this white a little bit darker so it won't blind everybody. There we go. All right.
All right. So the first thing I think you'll need is the artist to have the aura, right? You got to have the talent.
Okay. So I'm gonna name the talent. Yeah. That's the name of the talent. Okay. That's the person. Right. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me put this here. I'm gonna put talent right here. And then that way you could tell me who goes in front, who goes on the side, and who goes, where what person goes.
Okay, so the talent has to have the talent first, right? I mean, because what are we doing? If I'm trying to sell something, I gotta have something to sell. So talent gotta have the talent, gotta have the aura, right? Stage presence, because everything is not going to be in studio. At some point, you're going to have to hit a stage.
Yep. So you want me to document what talent has to have?
Right.
Okay. All right. Give me a second. So talent has to have, you said aura, stage presence, and what else?
You got to have style. So I think whether it's an eclectic, a classic, a combination of both, you got to have a specific style, something that stands out, but it's got to be your own.
Okay.
So I think in terms of that, authenticity is also an important factor.
Authentic or original? Like which one you really going for? Like
authentic.
You mean real or
your real self? Yeah, like because at the end of the day, I mean, some people can have something that reminds you of another artist. Something that resonates.
Like Jermaine Stewart,
right?
Jermaine Stewart and Michael Jackson,
right? So you gotta have that. I think that's the important factor for any and every artist, right?
What about looks?
Well, I mean, it would help if you're trying to sell an artist, you gotta have the aesthetics. So In terms of style, I think style kind of covers
Covers that. Okay.
more than a little bit of it, because I mean, again, Big told you he was a heartthrob, never black and ugly as ever. However,
yeah, and Patti LaBelle never turned down a performance.
So yeah, so I think, you know what I'm saying, especially considering the fact that you know, again, some of your favorites ain't too easy on the eyes. They just not.
They just exist. Yeah. All right. Now, what about making this artist successful?
Okay, so I think the platform requires somebody who has extensive knowledge of the business, has been doing it for years.
What are we gonna name that person?
That would be a manager.
A manager. Okay.
Because management is also going to put you in a position to where you'll be seen, you'll be heard.
Right.
His job requires you to be in the forefront.
So which type of manager is it?
Are
you going to have
artist management? Like, there's specifically artist management. So
okay.
Like that one guy that sits there and walks you through the whole experience.
Okay.
But he'll get you in the door to link up with an A&R.
Okay. So where are you gonna put A&R on the puzzle?
A&R falls right under management.
Under management? Okay. All right.
Now, this is back in the day when we were all looking for label deals. So bear with me as I, kind of navigate through this.
Okay. What about your road manager? What about people that handle logistics? Like,
well, that won't happen. That won't happen until the deal happens. Like the road managers and all that stuff, they come basically as a package through the label.
You want the label to manager? Okay.
No. This is not. No, this is just me navigating through, to make it make sense. Because if we're building a star, that means that there's
if that's
more
what you
than
want,
like
that's what you want. If that's what you want.
So for me, the biggest thing is you got to have the machine behind you, right? But in order to do that, we got to kind of go through the steps of it. So the A&R will walk you through to the normally to the head of the labels, to the guys that curate, listen to the music, decide who we're gonna get on board.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
You sign that deal. So
all right.
At
So,
this
I
point,
should put the label. I should put the
so
label.
put
up
label.
here.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we got the label up here. All right. And who else you need?
So the label will put you through
I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this, and I'm gonna assume that that's here with talent. That way you can have room to.
Okay,
right.
so the label is going to provide everything that you need in terms of, if you're a singer, choreography.
So you need
so you need choreography because that's part of the stage presence, the performance, the polished version of it. Because when you're coming in, again, remember, you're coming in brand new, so there's elements of it that you'll still need to learn and to, be able to navigate through.
Okay.
So once you do that, once you've gone through the, as I call it, the boot camp,
right?
At that point you'll need the DJ, the radio DJ.
Okay. So the radio DJ, this is gonna be a little dicey. Like, how do you own the DJ? How do you own the DJ, or how's the DJ gonna be a part?
Well,
right?
that's what. Yeah.
I'm asking if it's gonna be, is that gonna be a relationship thing with multiple DJs, or is this your concert DJ?
No, this is gonna be this for the radio. So this is matter of the label takes care of the DJ part of it. But
Okay.
because you're talking about building the star needs the audience. And the audience comes through in terms of the radio. So you'll need that radio DJ, program directors. They'll need to be a part of that situation. Once you've established that, then you can go ahead and start doing things like the promo tours. Once you get on the radio, you'll need something to where.
So who's gonna handle the promo?
Well, that's all through the label. The label takes care of all of that stuff. Right. That's what their job is. Their job is to make sure that they're curating the star. So that's why the departments exist. You have the promotion department, the legal department, to make sure the contract is good. You have the head and A&Rs. You have the, what I'm saying, the people that.
Then A&Rs on this side.
Yeah, so all
the label, right?
Yeah, all of that falls eventually under the label.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So once you've done that, it's time to hit the road. You start off with a small tour.
Okay. All right, hold on. Bear with me for just a second. All right. So we got to break the tour down, right?
Okay.
So who's booking the venues?
This is part of the label's push. This is where the promotion department falls into play. They're going to be ones to determine, okay, if you're doing a tour, if you're doing a small tour, promotional tour, they'll want your radio, they'll want your song on the radio. They want your single to be in rotation.
Okay.
So once you got the single in rotation, then they're going to want to see you. They're going to want to see you perform. They're going to want to see you live. Because now it also depends on whether or not we continue to push you as an artist, or if you just become somebody that's on label.
Okay.
Right. So I think that you'll need that hit before you do the tour. You need the hit. You need that hit single.
Okay. Before we get to the hit single part, we got to get to the music part.
Right.
So where are you getting the music from?
Well, the label handles the studio sessions.
Okay.
So that's the other. Again, all that falls under the label. The departments all handle that stuff. So,
okay,
the label sets up your studio time, sets up your venues. All that falls under the label. That's their job.
Okay.
So once you got that one hit single that they all believe in, that they push to the radio, the program directors, the DJs all get behind it. They promote it. They put it in the rotation. At that point, they're gonna want to see you. Now here comes the promotional tours.
Okay.
Small venues, 10 cities. Wherever the algorithm displays the most success for your spins.
Okay. So how you gonna get there? How are you gonna get there with that?
Well, all that falls on once again, the label handles that. That's the department in terms of the algorithm and all that stuff. They handle those numbers. That's more like the street teams, you know. But that's
Okay.
all like label deal. That's all like what they handle.
Okay.
So once that's established, once you see like, okay, yeah, this is where he's more successful in terms of he gets more listeners in like Chicago, or maybe he gets more listeners in Atlanta. So we'll try to base the tours around that specific area. If it's like okay, we'll go from like Chicago, Tennessee, Atlanta, probably go down to Florida, something like that, and then make your way to the label home. So
Okay. So does
wherever,
that go in Turin?
say again?
Does that go in Turin?
Yeah, that's on touring.
Okay. Okay.
And a lot of times what ends up happening is those 10 city tours, that promotional tour, they breed word of mouth. So if you do a great job during that performance, under those tours, then they'll extend those to like 5 to 10 more cities.
Okay. Okay. So you said so generating buzz through touring.
Right.
Okay. All right. So what else you gonna add?
So the next step after that would be to link that artist to a bigger tour. Whether you're opening for like an established star already, or you're part of a review, almost like how the Scream Tour does it. Like they don't really have a headliner.
Right.
A lot of times what ends up happening is they'll go ahead and they'll book somebody for that. So you'll end up opening for that.
Okay.
And if you do a good enough job, of course, they'll want to keep you on for maybe at least 5 to 10 cities, depending on what the leg of the tour is. Because like, they specify like they want, okay, like maybe this artist cover this leg of the tour, where they're most successful at. So again, if you're doing good in the Midwest, they'll probably want to book you strictly for the Midwest, and then let you go back to promotional tours all over again, your individual tours.
Okay. And what else you gonna get from the label?
Well, the label will provide they'll provide the itinerary. So basically what ends up happening, once you get the tour situation handled, then they're gonna want to push for you to actually start pushing either another single, or B, the album.
Okay.
Generate enough buzz.
So you talking about promo or studio? One of those two. Like get in the studio and do the album, or promoting a single you already have.
Right. And that's what the tour handles. The tour's there strictly for the singles. But what ends up happening is what they'll do is they'll want to cultivate like maybe 2 or 3 songs, because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll have a 10 to 15-minute set.
Right.
The most they'll have you do, if you do anything over, is probably an encore of the single.
Okay.
But that's, again, if they call for it. Now they'll have enough time that they usually like have a grace of time when you're touring for that specific situation. If somebody sits there screams encore, like, okay, well then here's another 3 to 4 minutes I got to spare. You can't just cut off the mic and be like, nah, he was only billed for 15 minutes. Nah, at that point you got to give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want, yeah.
So if they scream an encore, they want to hear it again, and you run it back. So that's another 3 to 4 minutes of your performance.
Right. Okay. What else you want to add?
At that point, What I would add personally is probably feature work. You're gonna want to be able to tie in like other stars. So what you'll want to do is get with another artist,
Okay.
craft that material. More than likely, you want it to be a single, as
Okay.
opposed to like an album cut, or you know what I'm saying, a song that is just recorded and sitting in the, you know what I'm saying, in the archives.
Okay.
So you jump on another track, another artist, that becomes a single.
Right.
What it does is allow for two things. One, when you're doing your promotional tour, you can display that single for your part. If it's an artist doing his tour, you can always be added in terms of doing the cameo appearance, and then maybe one or two songs off of your, you know what I'm saying, off of your material.
Okay.
From that point on, it's no longer just word of mouth. Now you become a national star. They're paying attention, they hear you, they know who you are. Then comes the album.
Okay.
They have the album release date, they're promoting the album.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll want at least another single.
Okay.
So as I always do is you have your two singles, and then you have your album single, the one song on the album that no matter what it is, deep album cut, you'll always be like, that should have been a single. Like, I'm sure there's plenty of songs where you hear it and it's like, I don't know why they didn't push that song. Those type of songs on the album, because what you'll want to do is you'll want to hear those songs performed live.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I actually got that from Raheem Devon when I had a conversation with him, and I was talking to him about Love Drug.
Okay.
And I asked him why he never made that made a video for that and made the push.
Right.
Initially he said, well, you have to ask that. But then he gave me you love the song, and I had other singles that I had to do. Customer, I can't remember the other one. I think Woman.
Right.
So you already had those other two singles. A lot of times you normally see that it's only like two singles that get pushed from an album, and the rest of it is like you got to get the word of mouth. Sometimes the radio will give you that one that you just undeniably it's a hit and you can't shake it,
Right.
but you just can't push it because we've already met our quota. We've got our two singles already.
Okay.
So I always say you had to have the two hit singles and the album single.
Right. All right.
That sets up where the artist becomes more recognizable. You hear his material, you start to buy the merch, and you want to see shows. Then you start booking them for things like you want to book his appearances for like
So who's
late
doing
night.
the booking? Who's doing the booking now?
That falls on the label. The label takes care of that part.
Okay. So basically the label take care of everything.
The label takes care of everything. That's why they sign you, and for the most part, they spend the money to make you a star.
Tromber, you got anything to add? Try might have stepped away for a second.
I fell asleep. Said, man, he taking too long trying to build this guy.
Die. So basically where we at is the label just do all the stuff. You just got to be a star.
You have to already have you have to be the product. You have to be the product already. But again, that's speaking from the aspect of signing the label deals. When you're independent, it's completely different because everything is groundwork. You're doing everything as if it's grassroots. So there'll be a lot of missteps, a lot of ebb and flow, figuring it out, because the biggest thing that's required for this is money. The reason the labels take care of all the stuff is because they have the money. They're the machine.
When you were talking about that stuff, bro, when I was thinking about people's salaries, the people that you were when you was going through it, I was tabulating in my mind like dollars per hour, people's salaries, who all have to be involved, so for goods and services, all types of stuff, like all the stuff you was mentioning, bro, that's millions of dollars you was mentioning. I was like at $6 million. Like when you were talking, like when you said, I was like, yo, studio time in itself is expensive, right? And then depending on where you want to do your production and who is producing, because if you're not self-producing and you want to pay a producer, now you're talking about and then you're talking about engineering and mixing and a bunch of, man. And then don't have to buy a song. If the record label buy a song for you and force you to put it on the album, that's coming out your budget.
Right. But see, that's why they set the advances the way they do. A lot of times what ends up happening, the artists, they don't have knowledge of these advances. So when you're granted the opportunity to get one, they'll go and spend that money on material items.
You know what somebody told me? I asked about this. Somebody broke a thing down for me. Right. What somebody told me, I think this might have been, what's today? It's Friday morning. So this might have been last Friday, maybe last Thursday, that the label investors don't know who you are. Somebody in the label has to believe enough in you in order to go in front of the label investors to get a pool of money for you in order to promise to pay them back whatever amount of dollars.
That's the A&R.
Right. And so when that person goes, say, to Triborough, DSJ, and Uncle Freezy, and be like, hey, this unheard of guy has star potential if we work it right. And it's like all we need from Triborough, Uncle Freezy, and DSJ is $3 million. We'll be like, $3 million for somebody we ain't never heard of? And the guy is like, yeah, a piece. $3 million a piece. Yeah, because the artist is going to want to get paid also. We can't just pay for goods and services. The artist is going to need some money too. And
but you know what comes into play though? That's why those tours benefit the artists, because that's where they get their money.
Yeah, because we're thinking, if I come off $3 million, you can't come back and tell me my return on investment is $4 million plus residuals, because I'm not going in my pocket for that, right? Not for $1 million plus residuals, because now it's one of them things, well, I want to find somebody better than this person. Find me an artist that's going to bring me back $10 million plus residuals, right? And this is me adding on. This is not what I heard from the guy. He was like, in all these situations, what people really don't understand is, in order for the investor to go in his pocket and invest certain thing, they got to have a guaranteed return on investment from what it is. And not only do they need to get that lump sum or that money off that hotness, whatever that stretch, maybe that 2, 3, 4, 5 year stretch, you know what I'm saying? And that's just for the one album. right? And then you like, if you do a second album, now we talking about like, you know, the investors are promising to pay a certain amount of money for the second album. And so you like in a 5-year deal for 2 albums, and now they got to put up $3 million twice, and they expect to get, say, $6 million twice out of that because of what they're going to be, you know what I'm saying, looking to pay up front when they could have put that money in Freddie Jackson, a known commodity. Like they legit would be like, oh, D'Angelo coming back out. D'Angelo want to sign with us? Do I sign D'Angelo or DSJ? Like, automatically it seems like it's not fair, right? Because D'Angelo is a proven product. So it'd be like, D'Angelo, yeah, we'll be in a bidding war. Tell him we'll give him 3.5. Tell him we'll give him 4. Tell him we'll give him 4.5. You know, so like, but for somebody that's new, it's more like, hey man, we taking a chance. You know, we taking your word, you know, but we'll do it if such and such. And then that has all the lags and delays. And when this explained to me, I'm like, yo,
but think about the fact that the contracts themselves.
That's why I asked you to show it to me right now, because I'm like, yo, I need to see this, bro.
Right. But don't forget that the contracts normally specify more for the albums than it does for the years. So what they'll want to do is, we're going to put money up. The majority of the money will go to the first album because that will be the debut album. And by that, you're taking it by faith that you're going to get the return.
Right. But you also giving that money to a trustee, somebody to hold that money and in a fund. That way the record company can't renege on the offer that they made you in the contract that you signed. So It's like they put that money, and then now you have to have somebody that's monitoring the money that's in the thing, like, you know, what goes in, what comes out. And so who is going to pay for that? My personal belief is all the services that go for the account goes to the artist. The label not going to pay for it. I don't in my mind, I can't see.
Right. But that's why I was explaining in terms of the advance, why the advance is specifically designed for the artist to pay for these items. It's almost like I'm giving you money on a debit card.
Right.
Now you can spend it here and here, because that's what I need you to do. I need you to pay these bills. I need you to get these groceries. Yep. If there's anything left over that's miscellaneous, that's you. But I need these bills and groceries paid for beforehand.
Right.
That's what the advance is set up for. A lot of times what ends up happening is because, you know, especially if you become successful. So if we're establishing that the star is a star,
right,
by the time the second album comes out, and now you can spend money without having to worry about, okay, well, you know, what am I going to get a return on investment or not? Because now you're established. You know what I'm saying? Once the debut hits and it becomes successful.
You mean once you become D'Angelo in that example.
Right.
Right.
Then at that point, you know, I can spend the money and I can give you residual money off of what you've already done. Because what ends up happening a lot of times is, once you do everything as far as the single, the promo tours, opening up for a major tour.
Bro, you ever rented a venue?
Have I what?
Have you ever rented a Tribal? You ever rented a venue before?
Me personally, no.
I want to.
Bro, that is now full disclosure. I'm telling you, I'm a dummy when it comes to this, but I'm gonna just give you my experience. My experience with renting a venue is, now I'm not saying tour, I'm talking about like a party. Like, you know, Uncle Freezy throwing a party uptown, like everybody coming. I'm sending invites to everybody. I'm getting on the radio. And I'm like, yo, if you can't be here, you know what I'm saying? But the venue itself, in my experience, is expensive, not just because the venue of the building, the brick and mortar part, but you also have to pay all these things that go along with it.
Right.
Like, for the most part, that venue is yours for the night. Like, that building legit, it don't belong to you, but you paying for it like it does.
It's like rent.
Yep. Like all the insurances and assurances that come along with that, man, you got to make sure you take care of all that stuff. You got to make sure that the city know, like, the plan, because you don't want your party bust up by the fire department. All these different things, you got to make sure all this stuff be in place. All that stuff take money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For me to throw a party in, say, 2000, for me in the year 2000, to me throw a party, easily it would be $1,500. And while $1,500 don't sound like a lot of money now, back then that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then you're not really guaranteed to make all of that back unless you be the penny pincher guy like myself, right? Like I'll talk to the bartenders. I'll be like, yo, I know how many shots come out of each bottle, right? Like, legit, I'm buying this for, it's $60. I talk to, don't judge me, right? And I'm not a racist, right? But I know an Indian dude named Ned. Indian Ned used to look out for me just because he liked me,
Right.
right? He, not because I walk in there and he just put his arms out like, big man. Every time I walk in the store, big man. He, hey, DSJ, you know who he remind you of? He reminds you of if DJ Khaled ran Holy Moly Donut Shop. Remember that? Holy Moly Donut Shop. Holy Moly Donut Shop. Remember that?
Buddy, yeah.
Yeah, like when I walk in, big man, right? And so he just liked me for some reason. You know how, like, you meet somebody, you just like them off the rip, whatever.
Right.
Things happen. So he's always hooked me up like, big man, this bottle cost me $17, right? But for you, I'll let you get it for $30.
Wow.
Ned, what kind of deal is that? He's like, oh, I'm charging everybody else $60. Ned, my man,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He getting it like wholesale, dirt cheap, right? I'm getting it on super discount,
Yep.
right? And then we doing it, marking it up because the drinks, like all them gin and tonics, all those screwballs y'all drinking, it's paying for the building insurance. For like down here where I'm at, when you do a thing, you got to get building insurance for 48 hours because it's got to cover the time you walk into the time you take over the building, like the time you set up, put up decorations, all that stuff, the time people going in and out of the building, blah, 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 time they leave, time to clean up crew, all of that, and then you turn it back over, the insurance got to cover all that, right? And so at the time, that might have been like, for a 48-hour property and casualty policy just for the building, just for the party, might have been $400. You're like, God damn, $400. That's a DSJ. That's why when you said the tour, I was like, bro, the record company is getting jugged, bro. Because, they playing, like, because when you talk about touring, you're not talking about Chitlin Circuit, right? You talking about civic centers.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Chitlin Circus because the promotional tours, that's where they'll more than likely be at. They're going to be the small venues, the clubs, the SOBs, things of that nature. They're not going to be like a civic center because, again, you're at that point you're starting out. Yeah, you're still trying to build that artist. So when you're building them, he's going to have like the small venues. This seats 200 as opposed to 500. Because what you want to do again is you want to get that 200.
Right.
And then after that, you can build to the 5, you can build to the thousands and beyond. But your first stop is the small clubs, small venues.
Right. That's how you build demand as an artist. You do the
Bro,
small venues first.
that take a lot of money though, try.
Yeah.
From the record
But
company.
but I think it's a little bit easier with social media now. You have the tools where you can promote that show at a small venue.
Okay. I don't know. I struggle with that because in a post-COVID era, it seemed like people go to parties less. Like if it's not something huge,
right?
Where I'm at in my region of the country, right? Like parties that used to draw like 60, 70 people, probably drawing down like 20.
Right.
Where I'm at, I don't know about New York, right? But I know in South Carolina, like clubs here that used to get 80 people, like a rotation of 80 people coming and going, 80 people, just, people coming in the door, they leave, somebody else coming through. You know how it'd be like that 10 o'clock rush that come in, it might be like 20 people when it's just open. And then it'd be like that 11 o'clock rush, where people done got fresh, they ain't want to be the first ones there. And then it'd be like the two, you know what I'm saying? Like the rushes keep coming.
Right.
And so, yeah, this thing is puzzling to me, bro. I don't know how y'all do it, bro.
Listen, you gotta love what you do. You gotta love what you do. And
I'm sorry, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying you gotta love what you do. And at the end of the day, you gotta have enough faith to know that what you're doing will attract the people.
Let me ask you this. Would you take a pay cut in order to hire a top-notch producer? Would you cut your wallet in half in order for Pharrell to do your album? Would you give Pharrell your whole budget? Would you eat ramen noodles on that all that stuff you said? You go bottom of the barrel, everything, and give all that money to Pharrell for him to do your album?
No. I'll give him enough money to do the single. I'll have if there's one thing that I'll pay money for the producer for, like a super producer for, is that hit single.
Okay.
The album, and that's why there's like so many albums where if it's not self-produced or it's not within the containment of your people, there's so many other people that's on there, and you might have like one big name and then one like unknown commodity in terms of production.
Right.
So like a Chucky Thompson and a Mike City, who might not be as well known as Devontae or a Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Like you rarely see Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis actually produce an entire album unless it's a mega star or a group. You know what I mean?
Or it's like a dream project. Like when Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis had the song with Babyface. Yeah, I remember that from about 5 years ago. The Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis album, they had a song with Babyface singing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a dream matchup. Like Jam and Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, and Babyface on the same song. This is
and consider that this is a Babyface who can afford to pay Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis for an entire album.
Yeah.
He can afford to do that. Like, oh, hey, listen, at the end of the day, hey, here's your what's your budget? This is what you need. Okay, well, here it is.
Yeah,
he can pay for that out of his account.
$3.5 million, $250,000 per song.
Here you go. Yeah,
for Jam and Face. Yeah, for Jam and Lewis. I'm sorry.
So
that's why the whole thing is intriguing to me, because I'm thinking, like, if you're a new artist, it seemed like it would be more beneficial. Hey, Shantae, what's good? It seemed like it'd be more beneficial to put all your eggs in one basket and take that L up front and then tour off that for the rest of your life. right? Like make the money. Don't make the money up front, but make the money for the like Sherelle. Like you know how Sherelle just tours off the Jam and Lewis songs that she had,
right?
Like you know what I'm saying. Now in the moment when you broke, you like, I'm the brokest superstar there is, right? But when you get 30, 40, 50, you ain't got to drive the UPS truck, bro. You could tour, make about $200,000 a year for the rest of your life just touring.
Right.
At least somewhere in that neighborhood. And I know $200,000 ain't a lot, but DSA, that's my side of it now. I don't know the other side. I don't know I'm just saying, like if I'm thinking a long game, am I wrong for thinking a long game?
You're not wrong, but you also have to consider that you can't just live off of this one thing for a sustainable amount of time. Like at some point you've got to either produce more to a catalog.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that's the only album I'm gonna ever do now.
Right.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is what would be a good example? Sherelle, like she did did y'all see the Jam and Lewis tour where she was doing the duets, but instead of Alexander O'Neal, they got Ruben Studdard doing his parts?
Yeah.
I didn't see the tour, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Ruben doing, man. Hey, Ruben Studdard can sing, y'all.
Yeah.
Ruben Studdard can sing.
Oh, yeah.
I heard him
Definitely.
singing Alex parts, and I was like, oh, I thought Alex was the GOAT. You know, but anyways, what I'm saying is on that first album, do you get rich on that first album and then take the money that you got from the record company and then invest in yourself? Or do you put all the eggs in one basket, eat bologna sandwiches on the road, and let Pharrell or Babyface or who's the dope R&B producer right now?
That's a good question.
Whoever it is, whoever person X, would you let person X like produce 4 songs on your album, and then that way you'll have at least 2 singles, and then you'll have 2 album cuts, and then one of them would be your crowd favorite, like how Always is for Atlantic Starr. Like y'all know, like when Atlantic Starr tour, they always close their show with Always.
Right.
Yeah, like would you do that? Now that's $1 million. That means that's $1 million not in your pocket. But you'll make that $1 million back tenfold over the course of your life, though.
Right, because once you start doing the tours, that's where you make the money. So yeah, of course you'll pay the producer for that, right? If you're doing 4 songs, right, 2 singles, 1 album single, and maybe like another deep album cut that's just dope.
Yeah, just yep.
Then you could live off that, because what ends up happening a lot of times is it's staying power. It's part of the resume.
Yeah.
It's
and meanwhile, you still making money off that song streaming too. Like that song gonna stream forever as long as this medium is in place to stream. As long as we're in the streaming era, as long as you're in the streaming era, you're still gonna make money off it. I mean, you won't make much. You might make like about $400 a week as an artist. You probably make about $400 a week on your streaming, but you know, it's still $400.
But it's still money, and it still counts, because at the end of the day, you'll find other ways to make residual income.
Yeah,
and merch is important too. A lot of artists now are touring with merch. So if you have putting out the project on vinyl, and then you giving them T-shirts and hoodies and exclusive photos that nobody else will get, that goes a long way too. That's what Alchemist was talking about that recently with Freddie Gibbs, that he learned to sell his merch with the album because of Freddie Gibbs.
Hey, you know who I learned that from?
Mm.
Aries Spears.
Yeah.
We was in Columbia, South Carolina at the Comedy House, and I had on a lime green dress shirt. Like I had on the because it was a date, so I had a lime green dress shirt and I had a tan bow tie with like the lime green specks in it,
Right.
and like some white pinstripe pants on. And but I thought I was fresh. Right? I got to show you. I got a picture.
Yeah.
But and me and Miss Mocha was sitting up front, and Aries Spears walked. Aries Spears, you know how they have the acts that come on before Aries Spears,
right?
Like you know what I'm saying, there'd be like 3 comedians, they do their sets or whatever. And the dude that came on before Aries Spears was like about to say something. He's like, pfft. And like he just started pointing at me, big man, what you got on?
Wow.
And and
did he tell you look like a walking Sprite can? Because I'd have probably would have said something to him. Hey, fam, hey, listen, you don't want these problems.
Bro, Aries Spears legitimately spent like 3 whole minutes of his thing talking about me and Miss Mocha up front.
Wow.
Right.
But he does crowd work. He does crowd work, that's for sure.
Yeah, I shot that motherfucker the middle finger about 4 times. Yeah, you know, I don't care. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm Uncle Freezy. You ain't gonna
right.
Why don't you? So, but anyway, on the way out of the Comedy House, they have the merch table set up, and I was like, I was waiting in line. Miss Mocha, and it was like wintertime. She waited in the car with the heater on, whatever. Waiting on me. She texted me, "Where you at?" I'm texting, I'm on the way. And so I finally get up front, and I'm like, "Yo, I ain't come up here to just I'm gonna just buy some merch, but I just want to come up here and ask you some questions." She said, "Ask me some questions," because I want to know. I was like, because in my mind, I'm like, "Yo, why is the main event out here by himself selling merch in this breezy ass hall exit way?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, it's not freezing out there, but it's kind of like, if you can imagine at the end, people going in and out the exit and the wind rushing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yo, why you up? He like, yo, you gonna buy something or what? I'm like, yeah, man, I got $200. I showed him the $200. And he was like, what you gonna get? And I'm like, bro, let me ask you these questions. He's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You holding up the line. I'm like, Mom, I told you I'm gonna spend $200.
Right.
And what I'm gonna do with $200 worth of Aries Spears shit? What I'm gonna do with an Aries Spears t-shirt? Nothing. You know, I ain't even got my size. And if you're a big boy, you know he ain't even got your size. Right. But I told him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna spend this, but yo, let me ask. And so he broke it down for me. He was like, yo, I can't afford to pay nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, all this out here comedians, man, you know, say it's a lonely life out here on the road, blah, blah, blah. You know, I got, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to sell these merch because these places don't really pay much. And he was like, he kept calling me some word that black people be called all the time, like, don't be tipping. Right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, what you mean I don't tip? You're like, nah, man, just in general, they don't tip. You know, they think you owe them. You got to do a backflip for them to, you know what I'm saying, for them to clap their hands. You know, and I was like, yeah, I get it. But you out here with merch. Like, when do you get time to print t-shirts? You know what I'm saying? Box up t-shirts, get these posters, get these little glossies, get these pins, these bandanas, all this stuff. Like, when do you have time to? He's like, nah, man, I sent it to a company and they sent it to me. I pay for it. They put my stuff on it. So you got your stuff trademarked. He's like, nah, man, I ain't got no trade. My name, Aries Spears, that's enough. Right. And I thought about it. I said, that is his legal name. Okay. Right. So, I mean, you know, gave him the $200, whatever. He gave me like this little kit full of stuff. DSJ, I don't even know what I did with it, bro. I honestly, DSJ see me in person. DSJ, do I look like a dude that can wear a 2X t-shirt? Hell no.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
but you working on it. I'm
getting there. But to me, the $200 that was spent right there was worth the game that he gave me. You know what I'm saying? Because what he told me is that he taught me a thing. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Just because you be seeing us on TV doing all this stuff, man, we be hustling behind the scenes doing all this work. And to me, I'm thinking they got like a comedy union. Like one person is over all the comedians in the world, and they just be sending the comedians to these different places. And it's like, nah, you got to have a manager. You got to have all these different people. They hook you up on these tours and all this type of stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, and I was like, yo, I thought you just tell somebody you want to go somewhere and they just do it.
No.
Like, hell no.
You got to pay the manager too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they. So that's why when DSA was saying that stuff to me about the artists, I'm like, this stuff to me is fascinating, bro.
Yeah.
To me, like that's why I like when people albums flop, I be like, yo, how they gonna pay the record company back?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they legit carrying that debt around for the rest of it. Because if you get an advance for $500,000 and you only pay the record company back $150,000, bro, you got $350,000 worth of debt.
Yeah. They need to tour though. They need to go on tour constantly just to pay back.
Yeah, just to pay it back.
And then put money in their own pocket.
Yep. It's because they can't use none of the record company stuff until they pay it back.
Right.
Yes, it's a rough road out here, bro.
But you know, the funny thing is too, a lot of times they'll cut their loss if they sit there and say, okay, well, you know, we'll just drop the artist.
Right.
Yeah.
They'll just kind of write it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's the L? We'll take the L.
Well, I heard about that too. Like the thing, do they drop the artist? Because the thing is twofold from what I hear. Twofold, right? Like there is the debt owed by the artist, right? And the projected income that they go by, right? And so if they met the projected income, right? If they met the projected income and the artist hadn't paid them back, then they'd be like, hey, we're not gonna make no money on the next album. So we may as well just drop you because we don't want to get further and further into this thing. Right. And so both sides be like, you know, wash their hands or whatever. Some artists get dropped and they still walk away with some type of debt, right? Like from some stuff that they have, some services or whatever. And then some artists find loopholes in the contract and be like, I satisfy my contract, I'm out of here. Right. And then you're like, well, how you satisfy the contract? Oh, you remember that Greatest Remixes album of the 80s? Gotcha. or some of them, or from what I figured, just thinking myself, I don't know this to be true, but some of them, I think, maybe get the advance money and only pay for the stuff that's necessary and don't live on it.
Right.
And then when it comes time for them, if the record company pulls some shady Geffen Records flippery, then they like, yeah, I was saving this money anyway. So you just pay back this right here with the promise to pay this, and this, and I'm out of here.
What happens if you get the advance money, then they send you off to another label? like J Hood was on Universal and they gave him 35 grand, and then he went with Sheik to Koch and they gave him like 250, I think it was, but they never put him out. You went chasing Sheik. I think he should have stayed on Universal. I don't think he should have went with Deluxe.
Well, the question is the 250 in advance or is that a signing bonus?
Not the advance money. He said that was like the advance money that Koch gave him at that time, because when Sheik got his deal with Koch, he wanted him to go with him to Koch. He should have stayed on Universal.
Ain't they buying the Giants?
Koch?
Yeah.
They are?
They buying the Giants right now, right?
Something Koch, like
10%. 10% or something.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same family now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the same family. Right? Yeah,
Wow.
it's the same family. I don't know if Ed Koch is a part of it, but I
Not
know the Koch family is
right.
billionaires. I think they built a library in Manhattan.
Wow.
I think they have or it's in DC somewhere, but they have money that
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not man. The music industry, bro, is. But if you get in the game and hit a home run, bro, you set for life, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All you
the
need is
entertainment world is something else.
all you need is one hit. You could tour for that one hit forever.
Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, that thing is. Yeah, the from the artist part. The artist part to me is more difficult to understand than the business part, the label part, because the label part is easy.
Right.
It's like every other company. If it's publicly traded or even if it's privately owned, everybody is going to have investors in it, right? They're not just going to have money sitting around just throwing it out the window. They're going to have investors that they can go to, whether it be a person or a bank or a fund or whatever it is that they can go to or tap into to get that amount so that they can fund, so they can invest in a project. And I think what over the years, when I heard old R&B singers talk, and to me they make the record company seem like it's a building full of money that you just walk in there and you just grab a sack of money and walk out. But the more you learn about that, you like, nah, everybody got a boss. Everybody in the world has a boss. Everybody is responsible to somebody. Even the person you think is the boss, the CEO, he responsible to his shareholders. Right? I mean, everybody's got a boss. Right? And then when it comes to that, when it comes to that money trail, right? The longer that money trail is, the more people are pinching off that money. By the time they make it back to the end, like, hey, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, man, all I have is $1.18 for you for your tour.
Right.
And you're like, yo, but we sold millions. Y'all was calling long distance from Tokyo, Japan, bro. Y'all was sitting in 5-star hotels, eating sushi, throwing sushi at each other. Right? Like, we didn't know y'all was charging us for that. Who you thought was paying for it? I mean, Hey, DSJ, you know any success stories though?
Chris Brown exists. And I mean, I don't know what his label situation is, if he's still under Jive, but considering the fact that the last thing I heard about him was that he was under Jive, Usher, of course, but he's established. So even with him doing an independent album now,
right,
you were under LaFace for such a long period of time. It's like, how could you not get Game? How could you not get, you know what I'm saying, all that knowledge to where eventually you even started Us Records, where you signed Justin Bieber.
Yeah. You know what I don't understand? How artists hadn't formed their own streaming platform yet. I don't get it. I don't get it. All it is an app and servers. That's it.
Right.
You can tell people to download the app to their phone and stream music. Now it's not that simple, but the bones of it is, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta Fritz Alcindor in the building said his cousin met Usher last. Hey Fritz, I'm gonna ask you this to make us laugh. Is your cousin a girl?
Please don't tell her don't tell me she ate the cherries.
Oh no.
Usher good for breaking up a happy home now.
I asked that respectfully. You see what DSJ going?
Usher is really good for breaking up happy homes. So please don't tell me she ate the cherries if she a female.
Fritz get the joke. Fritz got the joke. Okay. All right. All right. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, man. This thing is complex. Try. The more I look into this thing, man, you got to go to school for this shit, bro.
Yeah.
And truthfully, you know what it is? It's not even a school for it. I think what ends up happening is a lot, and this is where mentors and mentees are significantly, needed, because the game that's given comes from those that experience.
Right.
Just consider this. Puff was an intern, right? He had access to Heavy D and Andre Harrell, people of that nature. So when you're able to get into those buildings and you're able to get somebody, just one person that sits there and says, hey, there's something about that kid. I like him. I want to try to see if I can help him navigate through this business. So you ran into a Clive Davis.
Yep. He went to school. He graduated from was it Columbia? Somewhere. Howard. He graduated from somewhere.
It was Howard.
Oh, you talking about Puff?
I'm talking about Clive Davis.
No, Clive Davis did Columbia. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all in all, you know what I'm saying? And even what Puff went to school for had nothing to do with music.
Yeah.
Initially. It's just that he developed that love for it, wanted to be a part of it, and you know what I'm saying, his success story in terms of what he did with Uptown and then establishing his own niche label and Bad Boy, and you know what I'm saying. So I mean, there are elements to that. I mean, Jermaine Dupri is a prime example where he tells you he dropped out of school early.
Right.
And we're talking about regular elementary, level.
16.
I didn't finish high school. I dropped out.
Right.
And I took all that time to learn under people that were willing to give me that game, although he had access to it as well, because I think his father was in the industry.
Michael Morgan.
So,
even before that, remember, he used to be on a Fresh Fest tour.
Right.
All that.
Right.
Yeah. So he got a chance to gain knowledge through osmosis.
Exactly. So I think a lot of it really just boils down to having somebody that believes in you enough to want to give you that information.
Yeah.
Help you to navigate it. Like I said, like a mentor to mentee relationship. The rest of it can be trial and error, but
it's
more than likely,
it's bro.
But there's always going to be somebody that sits there and sees something in you that was like, you know what? Let me help him out.
Right.
Because I think he can be successful, and a lot of it really just boils down to cultivating relationships.
Yeah.
It's almost like The Godfather. One day, and I hope that day never comes, I'm gonna need that favor from you.
Right. Fritz, what's good, bro?
No, I'm good. I'm doing good. Listen to the conversation. I always love music. I always love, little writing and all that kind of stuff. But
what's up, Fritz? How you doing, man?
That's good, man.
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. I'm still trying to get Tribo to admit that he did that rap for vibes and stuff, but he keep just denying it.
It's not me.
You can't give a man props if he don't want to take it. I'm like, all right, man. All right, you win.
Yeah.
Yo.
Fritz, what do you think about the business part and investing part of entertainment and such?
Investing in entertainment?
No. I'm not talking about investing in it. I'm talking about like how the business is run through investors and financiers and things of that sort that are that bankroll like these companies and such.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah,
Right,
it's
who's like the
interesting.
parent companies of UMG. Like UMG seems like they're a conglomerate, but I saw the other day that they're owned by, I think they're owned by something called BlackRock or something. You ever heard of that?
Oh, you mean the contractor?
No, I'm talking about now. BlackRock owned UMG and a whole bunch of people we thought were competitors, but they're owned by the same person
Oh,
or
wow.
the same entity.
It wouldn't
I'll look it up.
surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it's a tough business. It's a tough business. I know if you're getting that kind of business, you gotta understand how it works. Way too many people get into it not knowing how it works.
Yeah, and right now that's why there's so many trial and error guys. You know what I'm saying? That it's like they learn along the way. You know what I'm saying? They'll make their missteps, pivot back from it, and whatever they saw some level of success in, they'll try to go down that path. And again, you'll run into a lot of people. Like I have ran into so many people who have given me little hints and jewels along the way, through this journey. So I've always showed gratitude, and some of them I was able to cultivate relationships with. Some of them were just like passers in terms of the information, and that's all you'll get. You know what I mean?
Night. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And so, again, it's a blessing. So you take it as is. You always show gratitude. One thing I've learned is, as long as you show the gratitude attitude, you'll never fail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've come across people that I years ago I might have seen them, had a conversation. They'll see me again in some form and be like, "Hey, I remember you."
Right.
And it's like, me? I'm like a face in the crowd. How do you?
Man, I'm Quentin Grimes, bro. I'm a ham sandwich. How you remember me?
Yeah. So it is crazy to say it like that, but that's honestly how I feel from the aspect of just trying to navigate myself through this business.
And
it happens. You can leave an impression on people, and it's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. And man, in school, I don't know if y'all had to go through this, but in school, I had to calculate the gross domestic product of an African nation, continental African nation, and I think I did. I can't remember if it was Nigeria or if it was somebody, but anyway, while taking this course, I learned that the parent of these things have parents. And so by the time you walk in your local bank to get a loan for your car, it might be 5 companies up that own that franchise. Like when you see the bank out front with the Wells Fargo such and such or whatever thing,
mm-hmm.
it might be franchise out such and such and such, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
I thought McDonald's was the one cooking these fries. Nah, it's Fritz Halsender who's franchising in a franchising agreement with McDonald's. The only thing McDonald's really owns is the land that building is on and their signage and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You bro, you learn something. Golly.
And people making money off the frozen product who own it a lot of times. Like,
but that's how people get wealthy.
There's a lot of things about some businesses that I've learned. I'm like, interesting. Some things I've learned, interesting.
Hey, Fritz, you know what? I learned a lot of stuff. I think Triborough. I think I told Triborough this one time.
Yeah.
The one year I was in Miami, I was like the low man. Man, I wasn't making no. I mean, when I say I was making no money, I might have been making like $28,000 a year.
Right.
This was like, and this is not even that long ago. This might have been 15. No, it's got to be like 20 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, man, we were so broke that, you know, it was. I'm not gonna pour mouth because that was then. This is now, right? Whatever. I met a billionaire at this conference, and it was through my company, not something I did on my own. I was a worker. Trust me. I was the dudes getting the signs out the trunk and putting the signs up every day, setting up the table. You know, the tablecloth you put on the table, so and your pamphlets and stuff. People can come by, they see your. I was that guy. The keynote speaker was a billionaire. He came in, walked into the thing. All the millionaires was like, I just bought a boat off of such and such and such. And look at the billionaire like he's supposed to be impressed, right? He's like, hey, man, hey, Uncle Freezy, come here. Like, he was like, he didn't call me Uncle Freezy. He was like, hey, man. So he was like, hey, how come you're not acting like them? And I was like, what you mean? They rich. I'm not. Right? Like, bruh, I legit, they give me, I think the company was giving me $15 a day for, no, they would give me $40 a day for a per diem. But we were in Miami where you can spend $40 on breakfast, right? And so I'm thinking, like, how can I skimp and take some of this per diem home? Because I got a family, you know what I'm saying? I'm broke. And so he asked me, he was like, yo, I noticed all you do is just like take notes, whatever. It's like, yeah, man, that's what I do. I'm not here, you know, I'm just here to take notes, man. I'm gonna just learn as much as I can. I'm gonna ask 1,000 questions. And he was like, I noticed that. I noticed you ask a lot of questions, you stay quiet. You got, hey, what's in your notebook? I was like, hey, this stuff is mine. Now the notebook part, that's me, that's personal. He's like, I dig it. Because it's like a thoughts / journal / notes situation. So Triborough, long story short, he put his number in my phone, right? That was,
right.
This was like 2006. He put his number in my phone. Every now and then, I'll send him a message and be like, yeah, no, we still good. Like every couple years, I'll be like, hey, bro, how you doing? Like, hey, man, how you doing, man? Long time, right? Just not taking advantage of nothing. But what I learned is from Fritz, what I learned from that is some people are, they think their way to the bag, they figure it out. And some people are born on the bag, some people are born on top of the bag and think they created the bag.
Right.
Like the dude that drove his Ferrari all the way from Denver, Colorado to Miami, Florida. That ain't even comfortable. Just to show off a Ferrari.
He thought he was stunned.
Yeah, he was stunned for real. He was stunned. But nobody cared because he was in the presence of other millionaires. Now, if he pulled up a Ferrari in front of 100-airs or 1,000-airs, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, oh my God, it's a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? But in front of me, like, whatever, you spent your money on that. But anyway, the DSA, I guess the thing I was getting at is, man, the game is so crazy, like how it's all these levels to it. And if you don't have access to it, if like nobody put you on, like your mentor, or if you don't go to school, or if you don't do like no postgraduate stuff, like master's degree type stuff or whatever it is, man, you have no idea. Like, I know people that know about the stock market, but they don't know how the stock market work. Right. And I'm like, yo, how? And I asked, like, how do you know about the stock market and don't know how it works, but you contribute to it every payday? Like, I asked my pops that. He was like, I don't be spending no money on no goddamn stuff. He cussed me out. I'm like, man, you do with your 401k and your retirement. He's like, no, they don't. They just give you money, fool. You put money in there and they give you money. Like, nah, bro, nah. That's not.
I got to figure things out. Like, I can't be stupid. Like, that's one thing about me. Like, I gotta figure out what's going on.
Me too. Me too.
I gotta figure out what's going on. If I gotta look at a couple of YouTube videos, if I gotta do a few searches, I gotta figure out what's going on.
Bruh, like when I'm not in between work and here and living a little bit, I got this this Apple tablet that I take courses on all the time. I'm just like taking courses on stuff all the time, bro. Or sometimes when legit when we be on the channel and them fools be over there howling and screaming at each other about Tom Thibodeau rotations, I'll be studying up for stuff, bro. Like legit, because I feel like the game is so much stuff out there for us to learn, and I feel like we are behind the 8 ball, so to speak. Now, I got friends here. Now, they not my best friends, but they love me in in a way. Like they legit told me, my homeboy was like, yo, what you doing? Right. This is when I was like, I had like clients and stuff trying to figure out. It's like pre-COVID. This is like when we heard about COVID. Remember when it was like, yo, look on your Lysol can. They say it's 99%. Remember that? Like early 2019. He like Eddie come to me. He like, hey, what you doing with yourself? Like, I don't know. I'm kicking around, man. I can pay the bills, whatever. He's like, yo, why don't you just open the joint, man? We need a joint here. You know what I'm saying? You got the hospitality, all that stuff down. We know you got the books and all that stuff, bro. I'll give you the money to get started.
Right.
And I was like, Eddie, you telling me you're going to give me $250? And he's like, nah, I ain't going to give it to you all at one time now.
Right.
But, and the building going to be mine.
Right.
And so he's like, but I'm like, man, I don't want to be I'm already a middle manager. I don't want to be that. I want to be on to own my own stuff. And he's like, the black guys always want to own stuff. And I'm like, Eddie, if you watch it, if you ever see this, man, that was a bad impression. But then you know that shit is right. Black guys always want to own something. Like, yeah, bro. Like, bro. And like he explained to me, like, there's money to be made without owning it. And owning it tie you down. And I was like, well, you just told me you was gonna own the building. That's in case you flop, that I can get my money back. This is like the stuff he said. but they legit know like these ways to maneuver like around the system, they know how to play the game.
Yeah.
And I feel like and I'll say this, it's gonna sound like racist or generalizing, but I don't know if black men understand that there is a game being played. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
I get
like, yeah, like they don't, like we don't get it. Like we don't get it. Like when you go to the bank, the guy that you talk to, the first guy you talk to, he's just a gatekeeper. He's just gonna introduce your stuff to a next person, and then the next person, and the next person, and then they're gonna call you with a decision, or you might get the letter in the mail, right? But the gatekeeper is the person you go to and sit in the office and be like, Yeah. I'd like to borrow $800,000 so I can start a jelly bean stand at the mall. Oh, really?
Mm.
These must be some special jelly beans. Hell yeah. They're black. They're the black licorice jelly beans. And I'm only gonna be open one day a week. And dude be like, oh, and you need $800,000 for that. I was gonna ask for $1 million, but I want to start off slow. Build up my clientele. That's how we be going into like these places, like asking for stuff. Right? Like we see stuff, like we see the Rock the Bells tour and think LL Cool J is making all the money off that.
Mm-mm.
Wrong. The Rock the Bells tour is probably being financed by like 5 or 6 different investors, financiers that put that stuff on in order for that thing to be successful. And they're invested. They don't care who come on the stage or none of that. All they care about is at the bottom of that sheet, what that sheet says. Is it positive or negative? They need money coming in. Was it worth the investment?
No. Sponsors and all those other things.
Them, however you get to that. Yep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's interesting how things work because because I work seasonally. Before I got the seasonal job, I got screwed out of a job. I didn't get paid, but I learned a lot in the time I was there.
Right.
On how certain things work, how money gets tossed around the government. Like, man, I learned a lot. So how these grants, where does money be going? Like, it's who you know, and it doesn't really matter how good you're at it.
That's what if I was starting a business, that would be the first thing I would do is write a grant. That'd be the first thing I would do. Just get a grant writer to write me a grant. Somebody that I trust or can trust. Somebody that's bonded where if they do something stupid, I can drag them in front of the man, drag them in front of the judge and be like, this is what we agreed to and this is what I got. That's why we here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to like create a hip hop museum, man, I ain't get ready to go around with the tin can, bro. Like church and me like trying to pass around the collection plate. Write a grant and talk about how to serve the community, how I'm going to employ a certain amount of people, and these are the employees that I'm going to pay at a certain rate, and such and such and such, and then send that to the government and let them cut the check.
Yeah, these people want to give you money. These people are like, oh, I like that story. Yeah. Like I you know what I mean? I want that associated with my name. And they be tossing around money for stupid stuff.
and we be talking about lint, and we toss lint and problems, bro. That's what we toss around. Right now, I'm tossing around lint.
Yeah, because like this dude, I don't know, he was one of us, but he was kind of sketchy, but yeah, he was getting paid like $20,000 for videos for the city and Yale and all kinds of stuff. Like, and come to find out, the person who's like giving away these, you know, the money is someone he went to college with. And they kept, you know, sending them money, and then he would send, oh, you know, why don't we get our other friend to do this other part? Let's give him $10,000 to do 2 days worth of work. And then let's give this other friend $10,000. Now all of a sudden this project, like if me as a video person, if somebody came to me with that, oh, I do that $2,000. This thing was like $50,000. $50,000 for like basic.
Hey man.
Basic.
Hey, tell him my phone got a camera now. If you need a
yeah. My
but
tablet.
You gotta learn how that. Yeah, you gotta learn how that game go and how these people work. and you know you gotta learn how to talk. You gotta learn how to talk that game too.
Yeah.
Because you know this dude, he's from the street, but like when he got in front of certain rooms, you had to be able to, you had to talk that urban. You gotta talk that urban struggle story.
Code switch.
Yeah, that code switch, and
yeah,
you know what I mean. Talking about empowering the youth, and you got to do all that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The government gonna pay for it anyway, because as soon as you talk that talk right there, the person sending the money, they gonna write that thing off to the government, bro. And the government, Uncle Sam going, well, you know what? Maybe not no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the people let me get out of here before I start talking about Elon Musk and Donald Trump and ruin the channel over some. Yo, hey, thank you for jumping on spur of the moment, bro. DSJ, thank you, man. Fritz, thank y'all for coming to rocking, bro.
No problem. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, hey, y'all doing something this weekend?
No, I gotta work.
Bro,
well, I guess I will be doing something. I'll be working.
This dude will always be working, bro.
Mm.
Fritz, you ever seen somebody be working like that, bro?
With a pocket full of money?
Fritz works like that.
No.
Well,
not right now. Not right now.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Thank y'all for rocking. I gotta get on these phones at like 7, and I'm messing around, bro. Mm-hmm. I took a nap during the daytime. That's why I had that little energy. So, but thank you everybody for coming through rocking, man. We're gonna get out of here, y'all.